What's up, everybody? Brad here with Pro Tabletop, and I'm joined by the one and only
Daniel Hester.
I was gonna say your name. Say your name, please. Please say your name.
I'm saying it. Come on, man.
I don't know how to take this off yet. So what I'm gonna do right away. So what we're doing right now, so everyone knows, we're waiting on some of the production guys to get here. We're just starting this off. Traffic's really bad here in Atlanta. Everybody that is from the area knows how that goes.
It's Monday.
It is definitely a Monday. So let's start off with this. I'm gonna bring up some unit lists. Let's bring up the lists, and we'll kind of talk about what we're going to be playing here. I have no idea how he has this set up, so I'm just going to cut that onto screen. And I need to lose this graphic. How does he have that set up? Well, while I figure that out, just ignore the timer in there, and I'll figure out how to turn that off. So, yeah, why don't you go over... Oh, damn it, I have my names wrong on there. Hang on a second.
Can't even spell your name.
Well, it's on the wrong side. How did that happen? How did I end up on that side?
You solely want to be the AdMech player?
That's weird because, like, it's not like that. Oh, I bet you I know what it is. Open up your control panel. Bear with us, everybody. Bear with us. Does it have me labeled on the blue side? No, it doesn't. Weird.
I am
weird.
I am better than you, apparently.
Yeah, but, like, why is it showing up like that in there? No idea. Anyways, our names are going to be reversed. So, no idea why it's like that. We'll have to figure that out. So go over Damien's list, what he's playing and stuff. You're going to be more familiar with what he's playing, and I'll kind of talk about my list.
All right. Yeah. So the question was, did he go more? He went more AdMech / Imperium. I know it was advertised as Knights versus Eldar.
Yeah, we were talking about it, and then I was literally like, he told me he was deciding which one he was going to play, and I was like, I'm about to promote it as Knights. And then I put it out there, and he's like, and AdMech. I was like, I freaking hate you right now.
He can't play a game without AdMech. So you should have known that already. So his list, let's go down the line here real fast. It's 2 Helverins. Everyone knows what those guys do. Flat damage is nice. A Knight Valiant. Obviously, he's going to make that his Relic and Warlord for the Knight Lance. Which is going to have a 4-up invuln and the special relic for the Flamer. So be warned. He's got the Daedalus character in there. That's the +1 to hit. The Tech Priest Dominus, obviously, for the rerolls, and Manipulus for the range and the cool stuff. The Cataphract Destroyers, Flamers, and Plasma on those guys. Obviously, they're Ryza. 2 Ranger Squads. If you haven't ever seen these before, they're really cool. Hoplites. They are kind of like little invuln warriors. Then he's got the 2 Disintegrator Scorpius tanks. Both of them with the laser cannons. Then we've got Brad. We've got the pointy ears of Brad.
All right. So what we're doing over here is. We're trying out some new stuff. So I know that the Eldar, new rules are not available at our event, but that's not what Mondays are about here all the time. Like this is casual Monday, right? So we're just trying to have some fun, do some things. And by the way, huge shout out to all of our sponsors. The Army Painter coming through with some giveaways every single week. So we will have a giveaway later in the stream.
What?
So stay tuned for that. I think it's a full battlefield basing kit is what we're going to be giving away later in the stream. So definitely stay tuned on how to enter for that, and we'll be giving it away. So kind of going through my list and what I'm looking at here is I've got 3 detachments. So only 6 CP. I'm running really low on CP. No like battalions to buff up CP or anything like that. And with these new rules, it's really hard to try to maximize like all the cool things that you can do with these attachments. And I'm a sucker for my Fire Prisms and my Shining Spears, and I finally decided to play them in a single list. So, yeah. So what I'm looking at here is I got an Autarch with a Warp Jump, and basically that's because I got 3 Skyrunners already, another detachment, and I needed an Autarch in the detachment with the Spears, so I can get at least rerolling hits of 1 if he stays by him, and he can keep up with how far they can move and stuff like that with being able to roll 46 to move. So I got him, and I'll have him equipped with the same things that I would usually have on the Skyrunner. So he's got a Laser Lance, and he's also got a Fusion. And a Banshee Mat. So he's just as scary. You know, pretty much just as scary. And then I got a Warlock Skyrunner. So this Warlock is running with Quicken and Restrain to boost the bikes potentially. And then also the new ability. So I've replaced Smite with Ghost Walk. And basically the reason for that is, you know, pending that I don't get Quicken off or anything like that. And then turn 2, I need to maybe get Shining Spears a little extra charge, or even turn 1. Maybe I choose that instead of Quicken, depending on the deployment. Getting +2 to my charge roll is always, you know, a good thing. So we'll kind of see how that pans out. Oh no, you clicked hid. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. Nope, didn't update it. Rip the dream. He's trying to fix the names. Rip the dream. Didn't work. I'm going to grab my cheat sheet really quick. So then also the special craft world abilities for that detachment then. So yeah, this is going to be a lot to keep up with for everybody that's, you know, new to all the Eldar rules. So it's right there. Who knows? I'd have to just refresh a page on our side. And those secondaries aren't correct either. So let me hit show unit list one more time. Hide the score sheet. Oh, now it's broken. Now it's all broken, guys. Hold on a second. Where is... You got it? All right. Real quick. Let's put that up on screen. All right. I don't know why the lists aren't updated. Who knows? So coming back to this. So we have for the craft world rules. All right. So on the spears for the craft world, what I'm going to try right now is I'm going to do wound rolls of 6 are going to do a +1 to damage. So that seems really awesome because then they could be flat 3 damage on 6s to wound. And then I'm also going to try out the +1 to attacks, basically if you're on an objective, if you're on one of our big objective markers. So I think that with those 2 combos, it can get really, really strong. And it doesn't say that they have to be wholly within or anything. The objective is just as a unit has to be on the objective. So pretty simple that one guy can be there and I can kind of string them along to take advantage of that. So we'll see how that goes. Then with the Fire Prism detachment, we've got 3 Fire Prisms, a Spirit Seer, and a Farseer in there. Farseer is running Doom and Fortune. And the Spirit Seer is, he's got the relic, the Falcon's wings, so that he can have fly and move 12 inches. And then he's got Impaired Senses, which is replacing his Smite. And what that's going to do is that's going to be the one where you can target an enemy unit within 18 inches, and then they can only shoot the closest visible enemy unit unless it's the unit within 18 inches. So, like, I think that that's crazy against, like, his destroyers or his knight to potentially just shut down that unit for a whole turn. And then he's also doing Enhance and Drain, so I could buff up my spears and stuff like that even more. And what I'm going to be running for my craft world rules on that is going to be they're going to get the benefit of cover if they're being shot up from 12 inches away. So basically the Fire Prisms will have that base 2-up save. And then... Also, the vehicle is healing each turn. So, you know, the 3 Fire Prisms, if they're hurt, they're gonna heal. And then the last detachment, we've got 3 Autarch Skyrunners and 2 more Spirit Seers. The Spirit Seers have Protect and Jinx and Empower. So they could give my spears, obviously, better saves. And also +1 to wound. So obviously I just have a bunch of stuff in here to buff up my spears, and hopefully it works. And then my Autarchs, obviously denying the Overwatch. They got the laser lances, they got the fusion. And what I'm running on this one for the craft world is the +1 to attacks. So the Autarchs are going to get the +1 to their attack if they're within 3 inches of the objective marker. I know that in a lot of circumstances that might be a little hard for them to be on the objective marker and whatnot, but I think them having 5 attacks could be super useful. So we'll see if that pans out or not. Just wanted to try it. And then also they can reroll a single hit, a single wound roll whenever they're shooting, fighting, or doing Overwatch. And I think that that's awesome. Like, yes, they're already rerolling 1s, but if there is any minuses to hit, now I could possibly, choose to reroll a 2. I can also reroll wounds, and I find with their weapons a lot of times you're just not making the wounds through, so being able to reroll the wound on the fusion, like, that's just a win-win if something isn't doomed. So lots of crazy interesting things coming out here that we're going to try and just see how it is. And I also think that this is a testament of, like, kind of why we're not allowing these rules at our event, because we have no idea how any of this is going to work or act or anything like that. And
Shenanigans.
like what FAQs are going to come out. We have no idea. So like for somebody to go and submit a list this Friday and allow this, it just doesn't give anybody, the players or the refs or the TOs or anybody, time to know what can or can't be done and what is allowed or not allowed and what might change over the next month. So that's why we're not doing it.
It's due diligence, really. I mean, you're playing for big stakes. You're playing in a competitive tournament. This is completely different. You're trying to make it something different. So that's where this falls into that category, because you want your rules lawyers and everything to be up to speed. You want your judges up to speed, and you obviously want to make sure that it's validated by players and game testers. So this is a great gray area in a lot of other tournaments, but having such a cutoff and staying true to it gives everyone that equal playing field, where someone doesn't come up and misrepresent, whether it be intentional or unintentional. It's always great that everyone kind of knows their rules and you're able to know the other person's rules, because that's obvious. Something that, in the competitive field, you want to know as much as you can.
So what we're going to be playing today is we are going to be doing some Nexus control. So I've got the 4 objectives. Obviously, I need to update this image. Our measurements are a little off. It's 17 inches instead of 18, and it's 15 instead of 12 for our objective markers, but our boards have it built in, so we don't really have to measure that. But the idea of this game is going to be you hold all 4 objectives at the end of your player turn. You're going to get a point. And then obviously all of your standard stuff for ITC, if you're not familiar with it, it is killing a unit and holding an objective at the end of your player turn, and then whoever kills more and holds more at the end of the battle round you can earn points. So that's kind of how ITC is going to work. And then we've got our secondaries. I can tell you kind of what I'm thinking about for my secondaries. And right now we're just kind of stalling, guys, because we're waiting for Damien to get here. He's stuck in a little bit of traffic, but he should be here any second, and then we'll get this show under the road. So my secondaries, what I'm probably going to do after him, I know you could pick this as the game starts, but there's really a couple like obvious ones. So I could do Titan Slayer for him. And I can also do King Hunter or King Slayer. So, just by picking out that knight, like pretty easy, kill the knight. And then probably going to do Gangbusters, because those are pretty much the targets that I need to kill, is going to be the knight and the destroyers. I mean, those are going to definitely be the most potent things out there. So has anybody in chat tried any of the new Eldar rules? Why don't you guys let us know? Like, have you guys tried any of these Eldar rules yet? Is there any that you're liking more than others? I haven't seen, a whole lot on people playing these, testing them, feedback or anything like that. So let us know if you guys have tried them, which ones you're looking to try, looking forward to try, and things like that. And obviously we'll kind of see how
so it looks goes. Like Atlanta Lupo said he tried some of the new rules. How'd you feel about them? What did you try? Banshees. Okay. Let's see here. The cutoff was prior to Psychic Awakening or Pro Tabletop. So
yeah, it's basically Iron Hands and Raven Guard is the last codex. And then I think
yes, the Iron Hand. All FAQs are part of it. That's the sole reasoning for the cutoff. So a few Exarch powers and the Warp Spiders. How did that work out for you? Yes, so that's one of the things that Brad was also looking into, was the +1 to charge for those.
Yeah, I was looking into that, and I was kind of deciding, and I wanted to see, how playing around the objectives and playing, with potentially more damage over the +1 to charge. I think that it might be a little too circumstantial, so I kind of wanted to try it out. And if it does seem like it is going to be too circumstantial and it's too hard to play around that, it might be better looking at the craft world attributes that are going to be used more often, like the +1 to charge and stuff. And also in a normal tournament circumstance as well, that might be better, because if you do choose to deep strike the spears or anything like that. Now, you can get that +1 to charge. You could also give them the psychic power, and you could even give them the Exarch ability. And then the Exarch ability is actually that I'm taking on that because I didn't talk about that, is I'm doing withdraw on both of the spears and the warp spiders. The reason for that is I wanted to be able to have that free movement on the warp spiders basically just at the end of every fight phase. Why not? And then the spears, I think the cool part about that is at the end of my opponent's fight phase, I can now do a fallback move. I'm out of combat and I can shoot. I can still, move, shoot, and charge my next turn. Like, that's awesome. Like, that's absolutely awesome. Like, I don't have to spend CP for it. I don't have to use a craft world attribute for it, and I can still do it. Because, right, I'm going to want to stay in combat anyways so that they can't get shot at. So then I just survive that next combat. If I don't kill them, I can get out of there. Or even better yet, right, it's like if I feel that I do get into combat, and then it's almost like a fire and fade, right? Like I could fight them all, and if I position myself next to a wall, I could jump on the other side of that wall next turn and still be free
and completely
avoid
move
the
out.
combat and everything. So the boys showed up. What up, boys? So, Conrad, I'll let you have your seat. We talked about the list. We've talked about the deployment or the mission type that we're doing and stuff like that. So
the extra
good
4
to go.
inches of Guardians is going to be really nice because that gets you out of the Auspex. Very true. And it allows a lot more flexibility for snagging and grabbing and staying able to stay out of those zones for range. Especially on this terrain. This terrain would allow Guardians with extra range to play the angles a little bit more. The Ghost Walk, you're going to actually see that because Brad's playing that today on the Artark.
Damien used my show out too. Say what up. Damien's here, everybody.
What's
Damien's
up?
in the house.
What's up? Sorry, man. There was like terrible traffic. I've been on the road for 2 hours, you guys. Woo!
2 hours to get here just to play for you guys.
Yeah, just to play for you guys. So he's late. How late is he? Like 15 minutes? So I take 15 minutes off his clock, right?
15 minutes off the clock.
Yeah.
And a yellow card.
And he
And a
didn't
yellow
bring me
card.
any food.
So there's a lot of shit going on with my list, obviously. Like, I had to write notes down. It's just a lot to remember.
Are you playing with the new rules?
Yes, we are. And we're kind of
Very nice, very nice.
about everything that I'm playing and stuff like
So it looks like, that's a
Well,
big
I'll tell you
deal.
what,
A
you
lot of
just
people are
do it.
going
that. Yeah, I'll just walk through it as it's happening.
And, you don't have
Airbnb
to tell me beforehand. I think I
for a lot of events now.
maybe
Pretty much, I'll just give you a
There's some nice ones in Atlanta area as well, on the
If you're doing
outskirts.
something, I'll tell you what it is. But 3 Autarchs on bikes,
Yeah, actually,
Warlock on bike, 2
there's
squads of
One
spears,
of them have a little
between
baby
the
All of them have
podcast,
and then
that
Autarch
Pro Tabletop
with a
podcast,
jump pack.
and
Also
here
equipped
there's
exactly
plenty
the same
of
as the bikes.
ways to ask.
Warp spiders, 3
Q&A
fire
basically.
prisms,
Okay.
Farseer, 3 spirit seers. So no Eldrad, he's a spirit seer.
Do you have to set for anything specific?
No. No, if you want something else.
Yeah, I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
I
get
mean,
something.
and obviously, I'll go and say if you have any questions or anything. There's several podcasts. I'm on a couple of them that I would be glad to help if you have specific questions even.
I got this one to work with.
Yeah, sure.
I know you probably don't want the white space.
The Death Watch stratagem against Aldari.
Okay.
Yeah, so actually the first episode of the Pro Tabletop podcast was yesterday. It's still on
Oh, with
Twitch.
a more firm table.
Yeah, you like his new rig?
It had Damian Thomas, the Mark Perry, and Brad all on it. Go check it out. There's a couple of Q&A questions on there, some descriptions of what they're gonna do.
Oh, yeah. We left the iPad at work.
Then selfishly plug. You can always
So we're just gonna
check me
keep
out at
short.
the Alpha Strike podcast with
We'll call them
Red Pal and Bobby Easel,
Is this the mission we're
and
already
Come the
playing?
Apocalypse as
Yep.
well
Set up.
with Robert
Access to
Chandler.
hold all 4, get the bonus.
Cool. Is it hold or contest or hold?
It's just
It was on Twitch last
Hold
night
or contest?
and YouTube.
Brad?
what?
podcast on YouTube.
Not yet. It will be tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning. Check your
You could also just go to the Twitch VOD zone and watch
yeah.
it.
Twitch still has it, but if it's on check tomorrow your all your local channels, your iPods. Should be on iTunes as well.
What? It's just gonna be on YouTube.
That's what their Axis is wanting.
It's on YouTube.
Axis wants iTunes, and you got to give him what he wants.
So I know what secondaries I'm doing. I'm doing Titan, Kingslayer, and Gangbusters.
But yeah, it'll be on YouTube and Twitch.
Titan and Kingslayer?
Yeah, because they stack, right?
Don't think they do.
Chat, does Titan and Kingslayer stack?
Titan Kingslayer. Titan Kingslayer. No.
So I'll do big game then. So
Big-
Titan is which is the better one? to get then, Titan or King?
Old school stacks
King
with
is-
that.
So
Easier
that'll be
one?
every 4 wounds.
Every 4 versus.
versus every 8.
It does not.
So we'll do King and we'll do big game.
So these are hawk shots.
Correct.
They don't degrade.
That is
So
correct,
you could
Axis.
change my secondary to big game if you want.
I'll just do.
Instead of Titan, it'll be big game hunter.
So he's got the Trader's Fire. He gets reroll failed wounds.
Big game. Doesn't matter.
Just be
He gets reroll failed wounds with his flamer.
Got
The harpoon is. If it's a vehicle, it gets to reroll failed
Big
if it
ol'
hits.
big game hunter.
And if it hits, it'll do 10 damage. And then it'll
10
do
damage.
flat 10.
Does it use that every turn?
Brad
Use
just
that
had a
every turn,
moment.
Or is it like a 1?
Yeah. It'll be
Flat 10 damage?
Flat
You're
10
lying.
damage.
And then if it does a wound,
Wait, how far does it shoot?
it's like 12 inches.
12 inches, homie.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not as worried then.
And then if
I was
he-
like, you're
then
just
if he-
gonna like nuke my
And then if
fire prism across the freaking
No,
map.
no, no. And then if he does wound, though, then it does a mortal wound on a 2+, then a 3+.
Okay,
then a
that's
4+.
one of those things.
So they're
And then
explaining
the
the
hoplites,
Valiant.
they all have 4 up invuln saves,
Yep.
and in combat, 5 up invuln saves to shooting, 4 up invuln saves in combat.
And then they get something else on objectives. They get
I mean, they're just infantry.
they don't
so
get
I can
a better
spend 2 CP and make them.
even heart.
That's
better
Brad. Come on.
I can give them a 3 up invuln
Okay.
in combat. And then on any 6s, if they make saves and you attack them on any 6s,
That's
they'll do a
about the
mortal wound
truth.
back to you.
Only people like Damien usually.
That's basically it, man.
Although I built one
Everything else
for
is
Cool.
I
friend of
just got
mine who
an
ran
plus
it
to hit.
from the
You
apocalypse
wanna
last
roll for
weekend.
higher seed, lower seed?
Sure.
All right. So if you
well,
guys,
since how many games have you won?
I'm 2-0 against you.
So you've done the stream twice? No, no.
Oh,
I mean,
on
how many
stream.
games have you played on stream?
2 and I'm 1-1.
I'm 1-1 too, so I guess we got to
We're rolling it off. So how
this
it
is
works
what
is
happens.
we're gonna roll it off for higher seed, lower seed. So whatever the dice
Both are
is,
equal, so
higher
they're
who's
rolling
lower.
off.
So you're higher seed, I'm lower seed. So I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna ban one of the deployments. So I'm going to ban
So if you're not familiar
Dawn
with
of
this,
War.
it's the higher seed, lower seed bracket. They get to
Okay.
ban certain map types
Then I get to,
until they're left
then
with
It's fine, it's
2
coming.
or 3.
He has it open, it's on up there, you know.
oh, my secondaries.
Honestly, like, I don't know what happened. I hit one button. I put that. Oh, it's blank now.
I'll do.
No, you just have to click.
I'll do recon.
Recon.
I'll do old school.
How much CP should I have right now?
And
I should have 6 and Damien should have 9.
I have 9 to start out with. Yeah. No, I don't. I have 8 to start
You
out
have
with.
8?
Then Hunter and Mark for them and recon for you?
No.
No, no. I have
So recon.
old school, recon, and butcher's bill. I don't think butcher's bill is very good though. Change that. I'm gonna do engineers.
Changing from Butcher's Bill to Engineer.
Gang,
Gang.
gang.
Genghis Khan. So
I-
I banned Dawn of War.
right. So I would ban 2. It doesn't matter. Right.
So now you get
I'm
to
just gonna
ban
pick
2.
one, right?
No, I pick it.
Oh, you pick the deployment. Okay, then I'll
You ban
ban.
two.
I'll ban the two long ones. So spearhead
And
and hammer and anvil.
okay.
So
You have
let's
search and
see
destroy
here.
and
Search
frontline assault.
destroy and frontline assault.
Search and destroy and frontline assault are left
I think I know what I
after
want.
baiting.
I think I know. I think I can.
Is that okay?
So have an idea.
He's got it. He's got an idea.
Have an idea. Search and destroy sounds good, but so does frontline assault. So I'm just trying to think here. So search and destroy, I would be deploying over here. Got my deployments there. Could hide some things. Could be kind of far, kind of close. I can always redeploy.
So what are you trying to decide on their axis? 2 battalions or a brigade of?
Yeah, let's do some search and destroy, boys.
Great.
Search and destroy.
Okay.
So search and destroy. Let's do a roll off.
So if you're not familiar with
This is
search and
just
destroy, it's the
raw-
one with
raw-
the
Intriguing.
Raw roll off.
Let's see. Which dice do I want to
Deployment
use?
zones in
The
the
queens, the
with a
admech. Let's go with the admech.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna
in the
lose.
middle.
So you get to deploy first.
I get
And
to choose.
I get to choose.
You get to choose.
You do.
Of course, I'm gonna deploy first. Go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
We're gonna risk it. All right, so I'm gonna deploy everything now. So timer start now. Boom. Timer started. See how fast I can do this.
Oh, that's why they had to update the,
Are you gonna mark your deployment zone?
I am not. Explain why.
Because guys, look, it's already done for him. Thank you, Pro Tabletop, for the table. So as we
So this
see
is search
here,
and destroy.
guys,
If you're not
like,
familiar
will
with it,
come-
this is
this
what
is your center line
they're
right
gonna be
here.
doing.
Because this is the middle
Now,
of the actual table.
in Pro Tabletop,
And then we
look
just
at
go
this
center line
and you
out.
see
And then this
where
little
the-
circle right here that's
I'm gonna
kind of
draw
running
here
all the
for
way
you.
around. Whoop, 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 whoop. That is
These
our
are
circle.
going to be
So he knows that he cannot be
all
over
the
that.
deployments.
So the craft roll
Rollabilities.
attributes that these guys have is they heal every turn,
Okay.
and
What is
So
your
these
what
are
is
going to be
it?
their
they
deployment
automatically
zones,
have it's the
basically.
custom ones.
What?
every
okay. So you did
So-
okay.
game
so
is going to
yeah,
have
everything's
the
custom.
Okay.
So
deployment
healing
zone of
every turn,
Yeah.
this
and
L.
+1 they
Search
get
and
the they get the cover save even if they're not benefiting from cover.
Okay.
So if you're over 12 inches away,
All right.
so basically 2 up saves.
All right.
Where am I here?
did you not figure out how to update things on the graphics?
One of them wasn't updating our names for some reason.
That's correct. It's we're going to fix that graphic. It's 9 inches, not supposed to be 12. Bad
the lower
graphics.
third scoreboard.
Yeah.
What a bummer.
Then just if the names don't update, then just reverse the stuff really quick, and I'll be blue and he'll
That
be
is
red,
me. That is me.
Maybe.
I can't even get that to work.
So reload the layer.
Ooh,
in,
let's see.
VNet.
Ultramarine
Turn it off
Successor,
and
Master
reload the layer
Artician,
in
and
VNet. And then you'll probably hit show again.
Hit show again.
feeling much better, yes. Damien is not playing in the event. He is not playing in Warzone or Pro Tabletop. He's going to be doing the commentary, shoutcasting for both events. So these are good games for him to come and play with.
What?
Roll some dice.
You probably have to resave everything.
Show
and
us
you have
noobs how to
reload.
play. That's right. One less admech player.
So this is the Altark with the warp jump. This is the one that goes with my spear boys. It's gonna be great when you seize on me and then I have to freaking redeploy. It's gonna be a sad boy moment.
That will be a sad one moment. I agree. Can you advance and charge with everything?
No, I can't advance and charge with anything.
So you
They're
can.
not Sam Han.
Okay.
So
Can you? But you can quicken something.
I can quicken something.
Okay.
And I can also get a spell off to get a +2 to my charge.
Okay.
So the spears, the Autark, and the Warlock are. So the Warlock has. Yeah, he's the one that has quicken and everything. Yeah, so he's got quicken, restrain, and then ghost walk. So he's the one who can buff them.
So this is an all talk.
That's a
an all
Warlock.
talk. Okay.
These 3 are the Autarks.
Okay.
And then,
What spiders?
So while they're discussing kind of what their list are and going into detail about
they've got
it, Brad's setting up
all of
his
them. Their ability that
shining
they have
spears here behind the wall.
for
Try to
their
get a
Exarch.
good leap
Yep.
is withdraw.
Okay.
across
So
those
they can move at the end of every fight
walls.
phase 6 inches.
Also
they can
got
fall back
the
moves if they're within an inch of
Fire
an enemy
prisms.
at the end
We're
of
going to
any
go
fight
back
phase.
into the
And
ruin
he
area,
moves 14,
so
16?
we can use the strat.
And then
And they move 16?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we'll pull the
And
list
then
up in just a minute
the,
after they get into the game.
Um,
He's got, I believe, 2 battalions and a spearhead for the warp prism, or fire prism, sorry, with several Artarks trying out the new rules. So it's going to be an interesting setup because of where the deployment zones are versus the walls. We're going to see if Damien tries to take advantage of the close range with the knights, or if he's going to try to hang back and let him come out of those walls.
Bunch of freaking spirit seers. And these guys have, the spears are going to have the craft rolled attributes of +1 to their attacks if the unit's on an objective,
Mm-hmm.
and on 6s to wound, they're +1 damage.
Okay.
And the Autarks can reroll a hit, a wound roll on Overwatch, fighting, and shooting,
Okay.
and they get +1 to their attacks on
Okay.
objectives. So that's my deployment.
Okay.
Make me spend 2 CP by season.
Now, do all of them have 3 damage on 6s?
Yes.
All these guys
All
do?
the spears, yes.
All the spears. Okay. All the spears. Okay.
What has +1 to Overwatch?
Nothing does. I can re-roll a single dice in Overwatch with
Okay.
the Autarks.
Re-rolling single dice.
You can have +2 to their charge with a spell?
Yep.
That's not possible. Pound down.
So all of this
What are those
is
dice for?
full deploy.
So this is where,
We'll see what happens.
You
when
know
they,
how far I can move or something?
how far are these,
Mm.
these units can move, and these are how far your Autarks can move. Okay. That's the thing, guys, like, you know, when he's doing his deployment, anytime he puts something down, I can measure how far it is, right? Like, so going second is actually, it's really beneficial in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways.
I see what you did there, you cheeky little asshole.
So basically, what Damien just said
So he
is
put his
it's
knight where I can
regardless of
see
going
him
first
without
or
his
second, it's
forcing me
always
to
great
move
to
my fire
pre-measure.
prism and shoot him.
Any of the old
I am,
schoolers
or you can shoot
remember
that.
no measurement, having to guess
Totally
range.
shoot it
That's
that way.
totally a
This
waste.
is definitely
saying,
a
And those do what? Those have what? Flat 3 damage, right? They're like-
good idea to always pre-measure everything if you,
I mean, you could just
are
maul
waiting. Go
somebody.
ahead and pre-measure out.
Yeah.
That's
mean-
okay. I'm gonna touch someone with the back guy. This guy moves 46 plus his movement, and he's an Autark. So he can basically,
He moves 46?
yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
You guys don't hurry up and hit that clock, I'm gonna give you a yellow card.
We already hit it.
What are you talking about?
We hit
I
it.
used 5.5 minutes on my deployment, He is 3 minutes in.
So
We'll
So
try
it's
to make this
1:30.
a
It's
faster
a 3-hour game.
We're not here forever.
try to get your information right. Okay.
Some tournaments run 2.5, some do 3. For
So
a good
46
solid
in addition
games,
to 16?
3 hours is a good rounded number.
Because that's dude on feet. 46 plus 7.
Oh,
Oh, he says.
that's fine.
22 inches on that one.
That's fine.
I can do it again for you. 12, 19.
Damien Knights or Hawkstrap?
Yep.
I don't like the purple dice today. They're not doing my
They
thing.
sure are hawk shrouds. They don't degrade.
Doesn't matter. They're just gonna die. So everybody knows Damien has to beat me. I'm 2-0 against him. This is hopefully his first time beating me.
Maybe.
I haven't played Spears against him though. This is an unusual list to take against him.
Brad, did you spend pre-game CP?
No.
No.
If he seizes on me, I'm probably gonna have to redeploy. So we'll see.
And then I guess on the iPad they tell
Not a lot of stuff. I need to play 3 things. I have to try to save these fights. Someone's dead if you go first.
Conrad did a thing. Coming in hot. Here's the list. Back up on the board real fast while they're deploying.
So these guys can stop spells if you're within 24 inches.
Obviously, you got the 3 Artart.
Four.
On a 4 up.
You got
Just
the
one?
Shining
One dude,
Spears, the
yeah.
big blob there. 2 of them.
One per dude?
If there is a dude within 24
Right now,
inches of a side
Damien
then
has
R4
already
I can
set up,
stop for one
looks
CP.
like his Knights, 2 Helverins, and then the Knight Valiant.
These
with
are also
the,
my engineers.
4-up Invuln and the Relic Flamer.
I did take engineers, right?
Yeah.
He's got, looks like he's putting all of his Rangers and possibly Hoplites over in the ruins there.
Are the names working correct now?
I don't know what I did, but so alright.
He doesn't know what he did.
You guys play funny lists.
I mean, a predicament here, sir.
Sure.
'Cause I'm
I mean,
probably
it's different. Brad's trying out some of the new stuff from the Psychic Awakening stuff, so he's playing some models he normally doesn't play. Damien always plays funny type lists. He's just a funny kind of guy, I guess. I will give him credit. I saw him play the Destroyers, the Plasma Destroyers, a long time ago before when he figured out all the cool little combos and stuff, and I stole that from him. Played that for a while. But I mean, it's that's the thing is like don't overcommit yourself to just playing what everyone's playing as well on the net. Go out and try different things out, like this game here on a casual Monday kind of thing, and try new units out. You may be the next person to break that list on the internet. It looks like he's trying to use the tank to try to get some cover on some of his guys there. There he goes, measuring again, just trying to see how far those Shining Spears can actually go. So, a common mistake that a lot of people play with these Scorpius
Okay.
tanks are they do not have fly. They have the keyword hover and a special ability hover, so you can still touch them.
Okay, go
and
ahead.
they can't move out and fire
I think.
like a flyer
What
could,
do I want to try and make you?
or
I'll
a
make,
keyword
I'll make
fly
you.
could.
Just in
You
case.
can
In
pretty
case
much
you
shut
have to
them
spend
down by
extra.
touching them.
Nope. Be worth it.
All right, good luck, sir.
Hey, man.
So we got the handshake
Best
coming
of
off.
luck to you. All right.
See what happens
Should've
here.
done the other deployment.
That ever so important seize roll.
I would have done the other deployment.
I definitely should have.
But it's
I would-
okay.
I would have a better chance of getting in combat.
You can get in combat still with a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's cool. Go ahead. Canticles this turn. Not that it's really gonna matter. Actually, it will matter. I'll do. I will select Shroud Psalm, and I will go down to 7 CP. Do I get it back on a 6? I do not. He has Shroud Psalm or whatever.
Okay.
No, can't do that.
Oh.
Pull it all back.
Oh, pull it all back. I was gonna try to gain a CP.
He's a Mechanicus. He's not a Mechanicus. He's Imperial. So can't.
What he was trying to do is give his stuff
Normally,
song, but he's
if
Imperial,
they're
not
Mechanicus, you can.
Mechanicus. He's not associated. He's Hawk Shroud.
Alright, so what we're gonna try and do here. Oh,
He's not
God.
gonna do.
Oh God, I don't know.
He's gonna stay
I
at nice.
don't know, sir.
Yeah. See, we'll see how you do without Thomas sitting here holding your hand.
Trash talking into.
Thomas sends his love to all of you. By the way, he's sorry he can't be here. He really, really wanted to be.
Alright, make sure it's.
He had. He's down in Savannah, hanging out with all them folk, and some Spanish moss.
Advance a dude.
Nice.
Yes, the Seas is in the tournament.
Wait, who are you advancing?
Farseer.
This guy. So you can't move over your models. You got to move this
I should've
first.
waited.
But just move it over. Just move whatever you're
Alright,
gonna do
I'll
first.
move these guys first.
Thomas doesn't banner. He just cackles.
Well,
it can be heard
We're gonna
around
have
the
to
world.
YOLO this, dude. I don't think I have too much of a choice here.
Did you attempt the seas?
I did for the sake of just trying it. I rolled a 1. I didn't really want to go first. I've kind of deployed very defensively.
He definitely has, and I could try to counter that and wait out a turn, but I'm not sure it's the smartest idea. We'll try with one of these guys. If it fails, it fails. I'm either gonna get quick and off, or I'm not. We're putting all our eggs into this basket.
So
right here.
Brad's taking a very
An egg basket.
interesting approach. He was debating on whether to
Not even
hold
Easter.
back and
This
to
guy's looking for
basically
eggs.
wait out a turn
No.
using the
Your army looks awesome,
wall
though.
there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, he's going pretty hard in the paint
It's
here.
the first time we've had
Going
knights
hard
on the channel. Is everybody
and,
excited about
aggressive.
seeing some knights on the channel? I did it for you guys.
No one cares.
No one cares about knights?
No.
And it's a Valiant. How many of you have seen a Flamer Knight in a competitive arena? Never!
Never.
But here at Pro Tabletop, we think outside the box.
Do we?
So it's interesting you say that because someone said you guys play funny lists and you had to go into the driving playing different units.
We play funny lists.
We play funny lists. We're funny guys, so we play funny lists.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys, for coming out tonight. We appreciate all of you watching and participating and supporting us. It really means a lot to us. Wouldn't be a thing if you guys were not helping.
And knights are a very interesting play on this board set, mainly because they can benefit from the ruins in the middle of the board, or excuse me, the walls from the middle of the board. But there's the hills, they can still go over those, the ruins. Now, if you guys are not familiar with this terrain, look where the tape measure is now. I'm going to draw some here.
I think you can
Fast.
hold more than I do.
These items that I'm drawing around right now, these are actual forests and craters. So these are forests,
Is this the 46 guy?
and these are craters.
Just another
So if you're not familiar
Hey,
with
he's
that
excited.
setup, it's actually really good because of things like night. Assault armies, it gives you a little bit of variety, a little bit of playing in the middle there. So it does block off
Who's your warlord?
a little bit of the
Oh, we got
movement
wings.
and gives you a
Can he
little
come back
option
from the
for
dead or anything?
Maintaining.
He's got 6
assault.
wounds?
6 minutes, yeah. I'm gonna jump these guys there 4d6. 10, 15, 16, 17 plus 7.
Does that count as an advance?
Damien,
Huh?
No, it's just a move.
quick one, tape measure.
Oh, it's not a tape measure. But I will stop. I'll stop the clicks.
He's very fidgety.
I am actually very fidgety. I don't have ADD, but I am fidgety. Can I, is me jostling some dice in my hand, is that too much too? Bunch of freaking babies.
ASMR stream over here?
What's that?
It's an ASMR stream now?
Yes.
I'm sure they appreciate that. Another,
I guess I gotta go here.
Can you guys hear me if I do this?
do you guys need sustenance of any kind?
No, I don't know.
I had,
So Brad's
I
trying
had
to,
2 burritos on the way over.
Cool. I'm making
Use
sure
the
they die.
stratagem here.
Thank you.
He's trying to see if he can get range and line of sight.
I married a
where the
Mexican so
fire
I can
prism-
have Mexican food all the time. It's my favorite food.
Yeah, I don't think you want that beat dominator.
Very
The Damien
important,
edition, that
traits.
is.
Considerably.
Yeah, that. Are you kidding me? Way to a man's heart is through his belly.
I can agree with that.
I'm gonna keep it PG-13 tonight. Although if that dude gets in here, let me know if that dude gets in here talking about how many kids he's got and freaking
Dude from Australia.
the dude from the Aussie, from down under.
The one thing I hate about playing Blakes is it takes
So this is going to be a long
freaking
charge for Brad as well.
Your deployment has been lengthy.
This isn't
Trying to get around to the night.
Your movement has been lengthy.
That's though 9 to 10 minutes.
He's going to need an Artark. This is turn 1 they just started. This is Brad's turn 1.
This guy's
If an
gonna
Artark doesn't make it into that night, it's
go
going to be
for
very
this.
punishing.
Ew.
Those spears.
So 18 total. It's not gonna get me where I want it to go. But that's a
Is he a fly?
Yeah, check.
Oh.
Check that.
He's got a jet.
That thing did fly.
Mmm. Cool. Boop. What's that guy do? Oh, he's
Artark?
just, oh, he's just okay.
Normal Artark, he just has a jetpack instead of a blade.
And he's got a Banshee's mask.
Yeah, and the fusion and laser wings.
Sweet.
He's gonna stick his butt out right there.
He's gonna stick his butt right on out.
Probably not gonna. Could the pin plus 2 to charge, but I'm still gonna end up looking for.
High number.
All right, that's
That's your move, Monto.
that's my move motto.
Okay. On to the cyclical phase.
A popsicle?
I
Alright, so the first thing that we're gonna do
I sit on you, boy.
is this guy right here is gonna cast some quicken.
So Damien failed to be a
Quick on.
comedian in his past
Let me
life
see if you move.
So he's
within
gonna try to do it
24
here
inches.
on, during the game.
Oh man, that's tight. I don't think you did. Well done.
This is
Good thing, 'cause
custom
I didn't check
craft.
that.
All right, quick
So
on.
looking for 7.
Oh, the moon. There you go.
Did it with an 11.
Okay, what would you like to move? What do you think? Go on, move.
So This is a big,
I'm really worried though.
big
that I'm
movement,
gonna
but
have to check
let's see if
this
he
guy.
actually has the room to move the
I'm
art,
kind of debating.
which is really needed.
I wonder if it's just if there's any open I can do that. This is gonna be risky. What is he? So he can shoot it. He has this crazy ass flamer. Oh man, dude, it's such a bad idea.
And I can pay 2 CP if you charge any Imperial unit within 12 of him. He can fire Overwatch as if you were charging him,
Okay.
and then heroically intervene 2d6.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. This is scary.
Same with those guys.
You know what? Not her.
I like it. Balls to the walls.
This isn't a
This is casual Mondays, man.
right, dude. Exactly.
We're just having fun, rolling some dice.
I mean, it doesn't matter because I'm gonna just kill him and shoot him first.
Damn, even better.
So the interesting thing of what I'm gonna do here, and it might
So,
royally F me up.
Brad can get an Artark in there because it's right way. He can actually snub pretty much half of
I need my
Damien's army,
my
lock it
2
in.
inch thingies.
If he can do the go to the right hand side here.
He's got his 2-incher.
No, it's Casual Monday. How to lose 5K.
So I'm gonna actually move.
Yeah, I'm about to draw.
I'm gonna just get this all the way as close as I can. He's on the objective, right?
If you look right here,
I'm gonna get my-
these are all Shining Spear.
my
We've got an
full-
Artark here. The way he's psychic, his psychic power got him.
That
right
guy
here.
really needs to swing
He
away.
can move around a little bit, and Damien obviously has a character in the night, so he can heroically intervene.
Okay.
What he
So those
really
three
want to
guys
do is come this way,
ain't gonna move.
focus to where he can touch,
I'll be good.
and possibly even touch over here
Alright,
with these destroyers.
so
'cause
let's
if you
try this
touch
new
the
psychic power,
destroyers,
guys.
you
We're
can
gonna
shut
try
them
the one
down.
that gives the +2 to
Yeah,
charge.
breaking that
Who's that
line.
coming from?
At that point, the only thing you really would have to fear
This dude,
is the hoplites just coming over the.
and you can
Because they
only
do,
cast it on
I
the
believe,
blades
2
on
damage
this guy,
on the
Okay.
hoplites.
because it's a crap roll.
Okay.
Oh shit! Nah, dude. I can go over. I can go over my guys right there.
For what?
What's that? Fly to charge.
Are you saying can he charge into this
Yeah,
if you leave him a gap?
you can't go.
So
over
that's
it
what
this far.
he's trying to do. Is he's trying to measure out. To
So
see
if he
can get in
charged
there.
first,
Yeah,
sure.
I could, right?
Yeah.
That's key
13,
component. If that
17,
Artark
11.
doesn't make it in there,
Might as well try it. I
brutal.
might.
As long
You're
as
very
you
brutal.
don't, as like you're gonna have to avoid that.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause if you touch, you over that, now it's an extra 2.
He's fine.
Doesn't matter. It's the same with these guys. These guys are currently -2 to their charge.
You can go right there. Okay. That's fine with those guys. So yeah, we'll try it. 6 up.
As you see, Damien
seconds.
pointed out that the forest there
Goes off.
7.
is
You wanna
minus
try
2
tonight?
charge.
You can
And who is? What other spells are you gonna be casting?
So I've got Doom. He can't reach.
Okay.
Fortune.
Okay.
And then +1 to hit, +1 to wound.
That's the same spell. +1 to hit, +1 to win.
No, 2 to those.
And this is just +2 to charge. You're putting on to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we need an
Trying
11.
to cast +2 to charge for that Artark
I
that's
don't care.
hanging on the objective there.
So you've cast this guy now. You've cast this guy now. So you've done this guy and this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. What's next?
I'll do Fortune from the Farseer.
It's this
That
guy.
dude with the spear. Yep.
Okay, he's out of my range.
Goes off.
Okay. That's on these guys.
Yep, it's on those guys. They got
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
big
pretty cool.
significance, I believe.
And then
Out of range.
the other guy that can reach, I guess I
Doom,
can
maybe?
expect on one because that guy's not gonna reach with his +1 to wound, which fucking sucks. I should have casted it first.
I concur.
Should have. That's okay. We'll just do the. Let's do protect from the last guy that can reach. I will spend a CP on that bad boy.
Get it back. I do not.
Do I get it back? 6 up? Nope. So I'm down 1 CP. Dude, it's this dude here.
What is that? Protect?
+1 to my save.
That's on these guys?
Yep.
Yeah. Go down to 7. I don't care.
You don't care?
That mean you'll give him a 3 of invuln save?
Yeah. Only in shooting.
Only in shooting. So
And
that's a,
then
that's a
2
big
up
deal.
on.
Having a
Okay.
re-up and bone that close to a character
Nothing else
could
to
really
do, so-
hurt
Okay,
being
That's
stomped
it. Not
on.
as eventful as I hoped. All right, let's go into the shazooting phase.
Take it away.
Yeah, we'll,
What he
we'll
did was
start
he
with
tried to trail it in
these
there
dudes
just so
here.
he can cast the psychic powers
none of
on.
these guys are gonna reach anything. So literally none of them can shoot. None of these guys can shoot. Literally them and fire prisms are all that can shoot.
Okay.
Couldn't get Doom off, which royally sucks.
What's the range on it?
6 on those.
There's some
And 12 on
nice
those.
angle
So they'll
line
do
of
all their
sight.
small guns into him.
Okay.
And then the spears of all of them but the 2.
Great.
So
Small
interesting
guns.
enough, what he's doing is he's
Not gonna
shooting
kill him because I didn't get Doom off.
spears.
Twos?
The
My 2s.
Didn't you have +1 to hit?
Valiant.
No.
Oh. But fortune though, right?
Before he shoots
Yeah, fortune is
the
5 up.
fire
Still no
prisoners.
pain. So right.
Rerolling the 1s. Is it off?
Him?
This
Oh, him.
He's the one that buffs them. 2s go bye-bye. 2s go bye-bye. 1s, 2s go bye-bye. No more 2s. No more
Strength 6.
No, these are strength 1. These are
Sixes?
6s. This is why I need Doom on there.
But they're minus a lot, right?
No, these are just their normal guns.
Okay.
So these are only 6s are -3. Oh yeah, so yes, 6s. Yes, you're right.
So 4 ups.
And that's why I need Doom.
2 to
Just one.
down to 26.
And if I would have had
So
Doom,
Valiant start off at 28 wounds. Pretty resilient. 4 up in bone.
Alright, so 7 of them.
Yes, he did.
7 spears.
Several custom.
Okay.
One hit.
Strength?
6. 5. Not getting Doom.
Not having Doom was really
goes-
bad.
How much damage is it?
It's just flat 2 in the shooting. It's 3 in the.
Okay. Down to 24.
Okay. And yeah, fire prism link fire. I'm gonna spend a CP.
But I get one back.
I get it back too.
I got one back.
And he kills the models.
So I'm up to 9.
So I'll do the D3 shots. I'll do the 2 that didn't move.
Put me to 9.
2 D3.
Put me to 10. I should be at 8.
Man,
I should have
that
been at
sucks.
8, and then I should have gone to
3,
9.
4, 5, 6, 7 shots.
What are you shooting into? Him?
Oh yeah.
Okay. 7 shots. And this is
7.
the back 2 first?
Back 2 first. Yep.
Alright.
So 3s. 3 rolling misses.
Sweet.
And strength 9.
Looks like he missed 1 time out of 7.
Strength 9.
Yep.
3.
3. 3 rolling misses.
Yep.
2, 4, 5 at -4.
4
5,
ups.
4 up.
You get 1.
Ew.
How much?
D3.
And goes 3 for 2.
2.
Down to 22.
And this guy's
That was
shots.
unfortunate.
Should have done the D6. No. 3 shots.
-1 because he moved, right? Oh, it doesn't matter.
Um,
what does it say? Reroll failed hits, or does it say reroll all hits?
It's it doesn't matter. It's 2s. It's failed.
Okay.
There were 2s though. Because 3s would have been fails.
You're so right.
Doesn't matter.
You're so right.
Yeah. 1.
Goes through.
That
D3.
definitely
2.
went
Down
south.
to 20.
He only
Okay.
did 8 wounds with shining spears and
This is scary.
fire prisms.
All right, man.
Okay.
The guy with Banshee Mask will try his crazy ass
Going
charge.
into the assault phase.
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Banshee
So
mask.
to confirm, what do I need?
So it depends. Like, so if you're not going to touch this,
Yep. So I'm gonna go right here.
so if you want to go around that, that'll be,
So right here we have. This is where he's trying to go in.
that'll be, so we'll just want to go right there.
See if he can. He has a +2 to charge.
So that'll be a 4. Sorry.
Now they're measuring out to see what he actually.
Thanks. And then, like, just over an 8.
It looks like it's just over an 8.
So it's
That would
it's
be
12,
that would be outside of 12.
but then I get my plus.
I know, but to do, well,
because it doesn't matter.
it wouldn't matter.
It looks like Brad made a
Okay,
huge
yeah.
mistake.
But
This is
you are within 12, so if you go across that, minus 2
Barely.
plus 2 would just be a 12, right?
Yeah.
You are within 12.
They're discussing this part right here.
Yeah, you totally right.
Whoa! You can CP it?
I have to CP it. Are you kidding me?
Brad's
got one
gonna
back.
try to CP
Yeah, you already
this.
got one back.
So-
Should I use the same dice? I don't think I should. This one's just sitting in a 6 over
Best
there.
of luck to you. High five for good luck.
All right, guys.
He needs this to happen, guys.
If I don't get this,
It's gonna
those
be-
bikes are dead and the game's over. Like,
gonna be big
it doesn't even
problems.
matter.
Oh, it winked!
Did it?
It winked right at me. He went, hey.
All right, so how much does that flamer hurt?
It's gonna be 3d6 shots, and then his strength 6.
So even with a CP,
minus 2, flat 2
that charge
damage,
failed.
and then it's gonna be rerolling
This
failed
is
wounds.
this is bad, boss.
Fuck it, dude.
Might be strength 7.
They're buffed up. They're fine.
Okay,
I
Here we
got,
go.
I got 3 up in bones. I'm fine. I'm 5 up on
3d6 shots.
Possibly.
So pretty low. So
Okay.
let's tune it up a little bit of that free CP you gave me.
So
Okay, I'll go for
these
9.
shining spears are
So he
running
just
and
used a
gunning.
CP.
Down to 8 again.
I'm scared.
Strength 6.
I'm
So
scared.
this is the knight
I'm scared. 3s.
trying to
Or
blow this
strength
unit
7?
up.
Doesn't matter. 3s either way.
Okay, 3's either way.
You went ahead
Rerolling,
and went
all
in with
failed
it.
hits because the trader's higher.
Is it still the top of the
9.
9 3 up in bones.
9 3 of in bones and dead bike for every fail. Oh, you get feel no pain.
Because I have a 5 of pain. Okay.
You show it.
So,
Where are they flat? They're flat 3?
Flat 2.
Flat 2?
so this is a
This could be really bad.
not gonna be-
every
This could
fail
be
of
really
a
bad.
they have a
This
3
could
up
be really
thankfully,
bad.
but every 1 and 2 picks up a bite. So Brad
Any
needs
threes.
to pray to the
Any
Eldar
threes,
Jesus.
baby. Oh no!
It's only 4.
Only. And they're flat 2.
So just do it per
So
guy.
here's one.
Yeah, first guy.
Gets
He
feel no
lives,
pains.
pains.
with one.
And then, so
5 up, feel no
wherever he
And then the
pains.
second one. Yeah,
So he
that
dies.
one's fine.
This-
One
this-
guy
which
dies
do you-
so
where do you
far.
want to pull from?
We can pull from that guy over there.
So that's one guy.
So I have 2 more to do. So that was 2 of the 4.
Mm-hmm.
5s.
Okay.
Stays
and
alive
then
with 1.
Do one more time. For the fourth.
So he dies.
2 die.
Okay.
Now the rest of the guns.
So only 2 died. That's really good in Brad's favor. That could have been really, really bad.
That's okay.
Especially
because that
feeling
was the
4
scary part,
saves.
The
because they
harpoon.
outed it.
The harpoon on a 6. Okay.
So he shot the
And
harpoon.
then
No joy.
43 shots from the top
There's
guns.
the top cannons.
1, 2, 3.
It's gonna be interesting
4,
if he
5.
tries to use the missiles hit on
At
6s.
least you're rolling low.
6s. 1 wins on a 3. Fails. And then Meltas.
Here goes 4 Miltas.
1 hit. 2s. 1 wound. 3 up.
3 up in 1 versus the Milta.
Fucking kidding me.
2d6 pick the highest.
Maybe I should.
Oh, sorry.
I can't.
Okay.
Because it's a charge for this thing.
5.
So he's gonna take 5 on 1 guy. Here goes Brad's excitement for the 5 ups.
I need 5s. I need 4 5s, baby.
Not bad. He tried. Where do you want to come from now?
I probably don't have a choice but to kill this guy. I mean, I'm gonna have to just kill him.
So this is a very important choice that Brad's making. If he does that guy, he can't do exactly what I was trying to show on the screen earlier.
Okay, do I shoot the top missile? I think I will. I only have 2 top missiles to shoot. So I'm going to shoot one.
So he's
and
gonna
if
shoot a
this
missile
hits, though, you won't
on a
get your
6 up.
inbound save. So
Good for you.
that'll be cool. It doesn't. All right.
So that's 1 missile gone.
All right, go ahead,
Is
man.
that it?
Yeah, minus 2 to
Valiant
your
has
charge.
4.
Because of the traitor.
That's fine.
Here comes the charge.
Wow.
So 5 goes
And I
to a
already
3.
Did my reroll.
Luckily, he's already on top of the guy. He rolled
Where'd you
a
get
5
from? That's a 4.
minus 2 for the
What?
forest.
Oh, 4. Goes to a 2. 2
Correction.
inch charge.
Rolled a 4, goes to a 2.
So those guys are gonna end up staying out, so I might as well Staying
But
for
what he
the
can
fancy
do strategically
moving line.
is move
Okay, so
moving
first
these
guy's gotta go
guys
within an inch.
to the
Or
rear
touch.
here,
yeah.
make this knight go
2
backwards,
inches.
and allows him to touch
So we
things
can
like
use those
this.
squares as well, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So I
You can shut that
right
shooting
here.
down at least,
okay.
because
You're not
then
touching?
all this stuff
Um,
that's out of
No, I don't.
line
wanna
of
touch
sight
it.
Okay.
would only be affected by those
Yeah,
two
2 inch.
tanks.
I think it's 2 inch thing.
So
2
you
incher.
You can definitely mitigate some fire if he does it the right
You
way.
know what I'm trying to do? These guys dead. They gotta do something.
You're trying to get their trap on.
Trap on.
Trap on. That funky tramp on.
Also, the
Boink.
ability to trap a knight, a lot of people don't take in account. You can trap this because they are flyers, not infantry.
I'm gonna use this
So
guy
if
real
he
quick.
can put one here, one here, and one here, he can trap that knight and take out all of its shooting because it won't be able to go over, which is
Okay.
a huge deal because he doesn't want that one knight coming over here and flame storming all of that. So he's trying to measure out to get the rerolls from the RTAR.
Okay.
So, is that all your
Which
charges?
at this point, he's rerolling the ones, but he's not
I know you're gonna try
getting
to
all
do
the
it.
utility out of
I know
Shining
you're
Spear.
trying exactly what you're gonna try to do. You're gonna
So
move
instead
it
of-
fucking by
You can't
Instead
roll
of trying to
through
keep this
and-
gap here,
So I'm gonna
you
touch
move
you
in.
and, that guy can touch
you
you.
can get full swings.
There you go. All right.
It's-
I can't interrupt you.
Quantity of dice basically at that point versus
Yeah, because otherwise you would have pulled them all out.
Oh, just I'd have come back. I can't. The problem is the base is so big, so I can
Yeah.
just scooch back this way.
So
I will heroically intervene though with this dude.
No smite.
You are within 3,
Damien.
no, now you fail my plan.
and I will touch right here, so he may not move.
Okay. That's
So
okay,
very
I can
smartly,
switch up.
Damien used
Okay,
one of his
swingingly.
characters
So I'm
to
gonna give
come in and
+1
heroically
to my
intervene.
attack because I got the guy on the objective.
So
That was
you're
my plan.
you're not going to consolidate.
So
You get
this
3 inch
is, this
consolidation.
is
Oh, yeah,
exactly
yeah,
what
yeah.
I was asking. Just
I
talking
don't
about.
Think it's so hard.
He's giving him a fair chance. He's
I was
asking
gonna
him
do
for
that. I should have just
consolidation.
moved them all and got more swings. And I should have not worried about the objective. Yeah, 3, 6, 9, there's 2, 4. Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered because we only got one more guy in there.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna break consolidation if I do that. So it doesn't really matter.
Now he's
Doesn't
moving a
really
little
matter.
bit
Okay.
just
I'm
to
just
try
gonna
to
wait
touch.
until my pile in if they're alive,
Okay.
or my fucking.
So this
I
is
got
a
you.
big
You know what I
deal
mean?
because two of those
After I
guys
swing.
I
are
do.
doing
You're
flat 3
piling.
damage each because of
So-
his power and his custom.
6, and then the Altark is gonna get 4. Or Exarch, whatever the fuck he is. Alright,
Okay.
so I got no pluses, so I'm looking for 3s, rerolling 1s. Purples are the
Strength.
purples are 8.
Okay.
Other ones are 6s.
Eight
Okay.
versus 8 in
So 4s
fours.
on those and 5s on the other.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Just imagine 6 more dice at 3 damage a pop.
That sucks. So 1 flat 3 damage, 1 flat 2 damage.
These are minus.
Minus 4.
So I get no saves. So
it's
flat 3 and
flat
flat
2.
2.
So 5
So
total.
20 goes down to 15.
So that does
Okay.
not even bracket him.
So now I swung and now I get to move another 3.
Not to mention he's Hawk
How
Shroud.
do you do? Towards the nearest maw. Enemy maw.
You're such a shit
He touched with that guy, right?
Yeah.
So he can't. That guy can move through. Mm-hmm. That guy can do
You got it?
Mm-hmm. And
So there you go. What
Seems
he's trying to
good.
do is
I
block it
try.
in
Now I gotta hope I roll some
and
dice,
hope that He
right?
doesn't
6, 7, 8, 9,
get clustered
10,
here.
11,
the
12
amount of
attacks
attacks.
from the big guy himself.
Now, luckily, the
Stomping.
Valiant only hits on
Looking for
4s.
4s. That's better than average. And then 2.
So this is where he makes up for the 4s,
All right.
like 5 or
So
6.
we got that many saves at -2, so 3 up invuln saves.
No, you don't get invuns in close combat.
These are minus
So
2.
then
4 ups,
4 ups.
because there would have been 2 ups natively.
Okay.
How many damage are these?
Flat
D-
2.
Flat 2. So I'm gonna spend a CP and I'm gonna reroll one of these.
Okie dokie.
Save it.
So 2.
So 2, flat 2. So first guy
What was that? Was that the...
lives.
And then
Second guy.
one.
I used another CP, so 1 wound is taken.
Okay. And then this little dude here swings. 2 attacks. 2 hits. Strength 5. No.
How many CP you got me marked down to?
8 to 2. You're at
Okay, I'm at 2. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You didn't get 1 back, correct?
I got 1 back earlier,
Okay.
but I've used 1, 2, 3.
Why? What just attacked it? It did flat 2 damage.
The night.
It's not D3 like normal.
Oh, it is D3. You're so right. Let's see if it made a difference.
Good catch. I was about to call him on that.
So 1 was a 3.
It was
and
only
1 was
2.
a 1.
It was only 2.
I thought 3 went through.
Only 2 did.
Okay. So it doesn't matter. It would have been 3 and a 2, but this one. Just do 2 because I forgot.
Okay.
It was 3 and 2, but I'm just gonna we'll let that one slide because I made a mistake. I was thinking it was flat 2.
Yellow card.
Okay,
No
it
card.
worked in my favor. I mean, I made saves. So.
All right. You
Yeah.
done? So leadership. They lost 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, me too. Flat damage is
Fun hand
best
to
at the
this.
moment,
I do
especially 2 damage.
So
2 damage
you know,
is
if you
really
didn't
good.
do that
Now
heroic
that
move,
the
I was gonna try to touch it.
stone nerf
for sure.
back on the charts.
I
for
think.
I at least thought
one of the
about
better
it.
quality
Right?
shots.
For sure. I think. No, that's why I put that guy there.
Yeah, I didn't even realize
That was the purpose
a
of
dude.
putting him there.
But it's okay because you're not gonna be able to move with him.
You don't think he can back out?
I don't think so. I think that you'll be off.
So if I
So I was actually
measure-
working
measure
on
the
a
width
little
of
bit
his
of
base
this
to see
with
so it
Brad
comes down.
earlier.
It comes down to like.
Don't you have to
and-
pivot fully?
Yeah,
so like doesn't.
I've had
disconnect you from
some good
moving?
people help me
So
out on this as
maybe
well, and
because
we're talking like moving the
table
bases
edge.
and stuff,
Because I don't think.
especially in
I
this
don't-
area. He's trying to see if he got
Daniel's
the night lockdown
Yeah.
because you've
sure.
Hey Daniel,
can't
you want to
move
come give your opinion on this?
the base.
You can pull this
So
guy
hold
out
on
at
a
all?
I'll put him back the way it was.
Because like right, if
Like-
you measure this, so it's like just over 4.5.
So what we're doing is
Like
a second opinion
4,
here.
so your base can't even fit there.
If he was.
So like your base's width is wider than the opening right there.
I'm right, but like so between
So
being able
here's-
to slide like this. That's why the only reason why.
Right. But even if you could do that,
So you have a
your
10
base
inch
your
move,
base
right?
is still
That's a
too
10-inch move.
your base is still too wide. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
I'll be right
You can
back.
measure it. Because from the bike, so check it. Right, that's 4 inches exactly. The width of this base is over 4 inches.
So
So,
the-
you physically can't fit through that,
The
right?
problem with this right here, as we were talking about earlier, is he doesn't have to stay when he's moving. He just has to end away from you. So if he does what he's explaining, and he rotates on the edge of the table like this,
Right, but you're moving me now.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I-
saying.
I-
Is
yeah.
you're
Then-
literally not.
then-
Thick. It's
He's
not.
right.
It's not.
then you can't do it.
Yeah.
No worries.
That's what I was saying. Is like
That's the
it's
only
like
way you can
it's
do
like
it.
if it was 4.5
and a half
inches,
plus.
it would.
Okay.
It
So
would
he
100%
did lock
fit.
him in
All
there.
right, and so
Even with the
now
heroic.
movement phase happens.
That's a money shot.
All right, what we're gonna do here. Woo! We're Very good.
Sorry, I had to do it.
That's good. No, it was exciting. It was an excellent.
No, it's casual Monday.
My
We're-
plan
we're good
still
on the
failed,
clock.
but
They,
still worked out, I guess, right?
They can talk it out like big boys, and
Oh, you know what's funny?
less than a minute or so. Did we pop the clock?
He popped it.
All right.
So I will.
That was a long turn for me, but that was an important turn. We'll try to make this go faster. How's the viewers doing?
Viewers are good. We've gotten several new people following. We've got
Nice.
Welcome Kilgore, RLS or RL Squared 2, Rio, Acid Boy. Thanks for following.
If you guys get some more followers in here, we hit a magical number of 40 to 50. We'll do it. We'll do the Army Painter giveaway.
Yeah, last week we popped 50.
Over 50, yeah. And we
Over
did a
50.
mat giveaway.
We did-
Army Painter coming
We
through.
didn't get
Some giveaways.
55,
won
so I didn't
that?
have to take my shirt off. But I think Mark Perry still owes us a couple of shirtless pictures because I think the chat went up to or over 50. And there is a giveaway today, so make sure while Damien's moving his stuff here, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about that. If you guys haven't seen, go check out the Facebook page, check out the website. There's people like the Army Painter who just came on board. They've got some great products that actually we're going to be giving away throughout different
This
Monday
guy
nights.
will extend
So make sure you
the range
check
of
that out.
guns.
Gave away a
Around
mat
him.
last week,
Yeah,
I believe, when I was playing.
Make it
Hit like
Oh, you know what
53
power
last
I
week.
forgot
Yes.
to do, dude?
Yes, it was
I wanted
too
to
shy
try it
of me
out.
taking
Doesn't
my
really
shirt
matter
off,
if I
so
trapped you, but it
please
could've
don't do
been
that again.
Cool for
You
the
don't want to see that.
destroyers. I probably wouldn't have been able to reach them. The one where like you can only shoot and only which button is that?
Here.
Go to the giveaways here.
And this guy, actually, I think. It's like this. It's like this. Wait, I think it's like this. Actually. So what he's actually going to do is he's going to slide right back here. Okay. Keeping it within 6. Sexy. Schmexy.
You just have to be a cool dude and be on the stream here. Watch, and
And then we'll come.
talk
Oh my
and
gosh, what is happening?
be a part of it.
So,
I'm gonna
actually,
pick one of these guys up so I want to see what-
sure. Actually, what I think I'll do is I will extend the movement instead
I
of
didn't
the
even know that they existed.
It's pretty cool. So go 7. Go
Okay.
7. So 7 inches. Into
So I didn't kill one. Oh yeah, for our scores. So I didn't kill one, I only hold one.
So no kills, but we did hold.
Yeah.
No bonus. No second.
I didn't get anything else. No.
Kingslayer.
No.
He did get some
I got
Kingslayer.
what, one?
One, right? Or 2. Every 4 points.
So I got 2 of those. Okay, not the worst turn then.
Not the worst turn. You got
Unfortunately, I
3
could have got
points
more,
there.
but I should get hold more.
Actually, before I do that, I'll move these guys first.
That turn was gonna be like a setup turn, no matter what. So I really had to
3.
try to take his huge shooting out while I hide other things. So even though they're probably gonna die this turn, we'll see. But I think it's worth it.
It's fine. You can also pull up the stream later as well
7
and finish
inches on
watching
this
it.
guy.
But yeah, we do give
Whoa. Slingshot.
giveaways
7
based
inches
off
on
of
this
who's
guy.
in stream,
Is that guy down below?
Which guy? No, he just walked
who
right
has
there.
been on stream.
I'm all the way on, remember?
There is nothing in Deep
Bases
Strike.
can't have
Everything
him.
is on the board at the
So
moment.
then he'll just have to.
I mean, you could make it.
What I'll do is I'll just come.
You could go right with that, right? Oh, you're trying to. I got you.
No.
I got you.
Can't do
So basically, I just told him like his bases can't hang off on the top layer of the ruin, so he's just thinking about his movement of where he's gonna put this guy.
So right here we have a list up.
Just advance it.
Nothing
No, he's got
has
a nice
completely
gun.
died, so we're not going to take anything off
It's not
yet.
assault.
What I'll
Nothing
do
is in
is
Deep
I'll actually
Strike.
just keep this guy Can I see your 2-inch marker, please? Thank you, sir.
Where are you trying to shoot that?
Oh, your buttons.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get
Two of them, two of them, three of them, two of them.
nudge this guy. So
Yes. You're talking about the so the Artark failed his charge. I'll go ahead and draw out where that guy is here.
Yeah.
those three.
Those three can see.
This guy here was
Okay,
within
and then
12,
he's there.
but he was a very long distance and
stay
failed
there.
even with a CP
These
reroll.
guys will charge that
So
and that.
this squad
And those.
took a hit
This thing will now move.
by charging in.
Come up here, 10 inches. To right there. Actually. Yeah.
If that
Move
answers
some
your
charge
question.
back there.
Outside of that, he
Let's move these guys first.
flew over there.
These guys move.
Damn, they're perfect.
Hey, do the Helverns move 14 or 12? I can't remember. 14.
The Artark that's on the objective right there, he just flew over, right?
This guy?
Yes.
Like the guy on the feet? Yeah, he did the 4d6.
He did the 46,
Move,
the
which gets
jump
him
pack.
Fly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Just go ahead and pop right on over here. And this guy.
I really needed Doom to go off, and I probably would have done so much more. It's unfortunate.
Okay, cool.
Been dying all day. Some crap with
So Brad, what was allowing you to charge after you do the extended move?
I mean, it's just normal. Quicken.
He just quickened.
Quicken just is a move. There's no advance or anything on
the
there.
jump generator.
It's just a move. It's not an advance. You
Okay.
can double check that.
Yeah, he's trying it out. It's a new thing.
The end of my move phase.
Usually
this
runs
guy will
on,
heal my
bike.
thing back up to 16.
I shall check.
This guy will also nominate +1 to hit onto your bikes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he shouldn't have been able to charge. It's okay. I lost a CP.
Give me a CP back. Give him back his CP. Give him 1 CP back.
No, this is punishment.
And then,
Casual Mondays, guys. We learning.
okay, so this guy.
If you made it in, it'd be a whole different story. He'd be like, "Fuck this! All this is dead."
He makes these guys +1 to hit for all admin.
Yeah, he looked it up.
Okay?
Yep.
He was incorrect.
And then we'll get started. So,
We won't DQ
and
him
he
for
healed
Monday.
this thing up to 16.
Okay.
We'll start with the shooting.
Wow, what did I knock that down to?
15. And let's go ahead and start with what 100% can see. So I will nominate the beginning of the move phase. Well, how many CP do I have? 8?
8.
I'll nominate these guys to have +1 to hit from him. So now they're
So they're
1
plus 2 to
CP.
hit.
So down to 7. But I got one back.
So they're +2 to hit then. So they're down to 2s because they're 4s usually.
And then we'll start with these guys, I reckon. And they will. I can see the 3 pretty easily. Actually, we'll go ahead and start with this guy then. So he'll pop off and shoot
He's
into your
gonna
bikes. I don't think
We're
he'll
gonna
kill
start with
enough.
over in the
Where
backfield.
I won't be able to see with at least a couple of
And
those.
try to get line of
I'm
sight on the bikes in the
gonna-
middle.
Yeah.
As you see,
I'm gonna
when
lightning
those
fast
lights
reactions.
out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend 2 CP. Lightning fast.
Guys
What are
going
you
down
down
to 1
to?
CP.
1. Nice.
All right.
I gotta use it, right?
You get back?
We're still on turn 1, so I can't get another one back.
All right, so 43 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, -1.
So 4 ups.
These are flat 3. Not that it matters.
So. Should have touched the building. Because I could have had cover then. It would have helped my. So basically, if I would have touched my base
Yeah.
to one of the buildings, I didn't do it on any of them, unfortunately, because I didn't think this was going to happen. I didn't even think of it. Then I would be looking for 3s instead of 4s. So let's see if it makes a difference.
So it's looking for 4s and
Doesn't
flat
even make a
3
difference.
damage.
Do
What's-
that.
Two, oh
Flat
yeah.
3 damage. They don't have fortune, right?
Nope, they don't. Okay, so I gotta look at this. So you've got the tank and those guys.
Yeah. The tank is out of line of sight.
Ones that he's
Oh,
next
with
to
everything?
He does have a missile that I guess I could shoot.
So you got those 3
Gotta
guys.
take him out
You
of
can
line
pretty
with that
much
right
see
here.
this.
I'm
See
gonna pull
this.
from those back.
Those
Well,
4.
Trying to keep that guy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
alive.
Yep. Okay. All right. And then next we'll go to the destroyers. 3 guys can see them, and then the rest cannot see. Yeah, the rest cannot see. So 3d6 shots into those guys. Flamers don't matter. 3d6. Let's go ahead and spend the CP on this. Move to a 4. I'll take that. So I don't have to worry about overheating because I'm +2.
-1.
Right. So
So
2
threes.
up goes to 3 up, so I still can't overheat.
What do you overheat on? 1s and 2s?
One.
Just 1s.
But it would go to 2s with a normal one. This will be 3s re-rolling the 1s because of the little butt sack right there. Roll these 1s. Okay. And the 1s just get canceled out without overheating. And then wounding you on 2s.
Man, what a fuck up, man. I needed to hide those guys better.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flat 2 damage. -3.
4. Flat 2.
Yeah.
So I'll use 2 of them to kill the altar. He's got 1 more wound.
Okay.
And then we'll kill
3
this
bucks.
guy. Unfortunate.
Okay. And then we will come with this tank. Will fire its indirect fire into the bikes.
Mm-hmm.
And then other fire doesn't matter because it's all caricatures. So, yeah.
Just stays at its normal ballistic.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Plus
that's
one, minus one.
Yeah. Yeah. So we.
So yeah, chat. Huge mess up on my part.
3d3 shots.
I shouldn't have gone all the way over there. I should have kept them back
2,
behind this
3,
wall
4, 5.
so they could have lived a full turn. I'm just giving them free shots at these guys.
Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s.
So he is explaining
1 miss.
basically losing
And
a whole
then
shine
strength
to your
6,
squad basically
threes.
here. He did
Minus
really
3,
well.
minus 1s.
for
flat
what
2
it's
damage.
worth, locking the
3
night
minus
in.
1s.
So 4 ups.
So the other squad's just kind of hanging out.
Doesn't
Good
matter.
job. And then we'll go. And then his other guns just can't shoot. We'll do this guy. He'll shoot his indirect fire there. His missile's there.
Okay.
And I'll spend a CP and add +2 to hit to him. Yep. Wait.
You got that? He spent a
Actually,
CP.
hold on.
Wait.
Uh,
Hold the phone.
Before we do that, I'm gonna shoot these guys first.
Okay.
I can see that little wing thing with like
Those 3 guys.
these 3 dudes.
Yep.
So they'll pop off.
Get better angles inside the
There, I got you.
Wyatt still really can.
What do you mean? You got this camera right here. You can literally shoot directly at when you shoot him.
I think he touches him.
All right, so hitting on 2s, no reroll. I'll hit strength 6. Neither minus 1s. 2.
-1.
Gets 1.
Damage. Just 1.
Okay, Okay. And then last, we'll fire this thing. So he'll shoot his main shots, his indirect fire into the last 2 bikes, and then his direct fire and everything else into that thing. So 3d3 shots. And I will spend the CP, so I should be down to 6, I think.
You're already at 5.
I'm at 5. Why?
You just spent 2.
I haven't spent anything. I didn't do Ryza. I spent 1 for +1 to hit. That's all I've done.
Okay.
So I should have been at 7 from that, and then now I should go down to 6.
I did mine earlier, so we gave next one with you.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 6, 7. Okay. And this will be hitting on 2s from the +1 to hit. +2 to hit, actually. Okay, reroll the 1s because of the dominance. Alright, all those hit into those bikes, wounding on 3s. Okay, we got 5 saves at -1. 2 damage. Looking for 4s.
This guy, right?
It's this, the bikes.
Welcome, Ultra Ravens Wolf.
1 goes through.
So it's squad 2.
Chat.
Another bike.
Well, he's gonna die, I think, from
These bikes are just
think so.
backwards.
Probably should-
he auto dies.
So then we'll put
This is
his
what happens
Stubbers,
when the
9
admix
stubbers.
gets their turn because of all the
7, 8,
pluses.
9. 2s into that tank. Reroll the 1s.
They're all multi damage.
And winning on 5s. Alright, we got 4 saves at no minus.
2 ups.
2 ups.
Who's one?
Yeah, don't judge
And
the
then
man bun.
D6
He,
shots
takes offense to that.
from his missile. Into that thing. 5. 2s.
Who the hell am I kidding? Go for it.
And strength 7.
Saving the force.
4 minus 2.
That's 2.
Four.
Force.
These are D3 damage apiece.
2 go through.
D3s.
So obviously, Damien feels like he can outshoot the
Okay.
Eldar. What he's trying to do is
And then
kill.
can that guy see those?
Yeah, he's gonna assault those trying to shoot. So he's gonna assault
I would vote no.
those guys. Gotta kill him.
But you can
Get him
come
off
check.
of his knight.
I
Finish shooting the squad
I trust you.
here and just try to outshoot the
Can he
Eldar.
see that over there? I don't think he can.
Nope, he ain't tall enough.
Okay.
That box.
So what he's
that's him.
doing is this squad here
And-
in the middle. He's gonna try to
Okay.
shoot that off the board.
So
And this other one that's holding the
charge
knight in is
phase.
gonna charge eventually with all these hoplites.
These guys.
He's
will
more
charge
afraid of the
into
touchy touch, the bad touch,
This.
and
that guy.
outshoot the
Okay.
Eldar
Please stop.
who has shooting left.
Let's see. That guy. And so just that guy, that bike, this guy, and these.
Okay. These guys?
Yes.
Okay. So he'll use his fusion.
Fusion! Okay. And I think that wing can see if that has a long range weapon.
18. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess technically it's 12 inches too, but no. No. Oh, he gets to the new power. I get to re-roll the Overwatch thing. Nope, doesn't matter.
Okay.
But it was cool. I got to try it.
He got to do it. You were touching right here, right?
Yeah.
All right. So a very low roll into these guys. We'll see what these guys get. 6. So if I go 6 there, are you within 9?
So here's the assault
Are you within
phase.
10?
The assault phase is
Are we
basically
in
these
10?
hoplites here are trying to get in.
And
Looks like
that
the
would
Rangers
not be-
came out
so
to play
I
as
want it
well.
to be a little bit higher than that.
See if he actually tries to assault with those guys or just trying
Four
to
still
look for
gets you
dice.
into the bike, so either way it doesn't really matter.
This bike.
Those bikes.
Yeah, I know, but I want to be able to swing on that guy.
Mm.
So I'll go down to 5
How you gonna
CP.
reach in?
So now Damien's going down to 5 CP to re-roll for a charge.
Are you gonna open
What he's trying to do is get closer to the Artarka, looks like.
Is it to base? 14 plates.
Okay, I measured that incorrectly, so I could not declare him.
That's fine.
What about that guy?
So he's outside of
What about
12,
that
you
guy?
said.
No.
Nope.
And remember, you measure
just-
from the base.
Just these. Okay, so just those two. So do I need to extend the two then?
Because you would need what?
Damien
9 to
originally
get to that
rolled a
guy?
10, so
It's right at a 10.
we're looking
so
at
I'm on a 6. So that
He's
would
on a
put it
6.
within an inch.
6 total.
If I move 6,
Oh, do they have a-
and then I
do they have a
consolidate.
plus?
Well, no, because I'll move 6, and then I'll consolidate 3, which will put me within an inch.
Right, because you move into those guys.
Right. So I'll move one guy here, and then I'll just
Yeah,
go.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But I want. How many wins does this guy got?
6.
Let's
You
see.
might have 5.
Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. I will
So
CP
he's
that
still
down to 5.
using the CP.
8 is much better.
He's got an 8 for a charge.
That's fine.
What he's trying to do is get
So
to
now
that
what I
10-inch
can do
mark
is I can go like
to try to
this.
get into the
5 wounds, he's gonna
Artark
have
over there.
So first guys,
5 attacks.
I don't want to touch that thing. So we'll come over here.
With flat 2 damage, and his
And that guy will touch right there.
6s are 3.
Now we can go 8 other places. Come here. Come 8. Actually, come 8 with this guy. All the way over yonder.
So one of the ruins is moved, but there's two
After
two
my-
walls there, just for the angle of moving and
But does that
line
even
of sight.
matter to touch them?
Yeah, because then you can't charge into my other stuff. Unless you kill everything. Because you can't fall back and still charge.
So you see where he's coming from. Trying to pull all of these guys from
Situation of why that power could be
corner
going,
and
like,
push them over there.
Okay. 8. 8. 8. I have to connect those guys. 8.
So one of the things that what Brad can try to do is
Mm-hmm.
mitigate a little bit here and try to heroically intervene, provided he's not based here with that Artark, and by doing so, kind of stretch him out.
Alright, so there's one guy. We'll come right over here.
See if he picks up on it.
These guys. So this guy, I'm gonna bring him over here. Touch that, and then
the other guy can get it too.
Here.
How's the audio? How's everyone liking the video? Comment in chat. Let us know. Any questions?
Okay. I still think this would have to be I'd have to put this guy right there. Okay. And then that guy, come on. So I'll just have to scooch this back a little bit. Which will still be fine because I'll be able to go. I'll still be able to go 6 inches, so I'll be able to touch what I'm looking to touch because of the pile in.
Mhm.
Blah, blah, blah. All right, so and then continuing with the charges.
Yes, definitely.
I
Brad
will
probably should have waited.
charge
That was what
my
he
flamer butthole
was looking at. He
into
knew that
these
if he went all
dudes
balls in,
as well.
he was trying for the long shot.
That's fantastic.
Again,
Flamer guy.
he overextended
Goes
on
in
one
on
arm, and the other
6.
arm he kind of just left out in the end.
I'll come right here and touch.
Yeah, that's a fan. It's kind of hot over there with all the lights. We can try to move that away a little bit.
Hey, Brad?
Yeah.
Move this man away from the mic a little bit.
The mic's up in the ceiling.
You can hear it,
So I guess bounce it off the wall.
Oh,
again?
what? Put you here.
Okay.
It's just the background noise. They're shotgun mics. They're gonna kind of pick up everything.
These
actually better.
these guys will charge into them as well.
I'm gonna take my switch off.
Look for a 10.
Yeah, losing a full squad of bikes like that is very hard. Let's see
No,
what
it's not.
happens with this squad
It's
here.
'cause it's not 90 degrees out.
Okay.
Why?
That's
Change
all.
it up.
That's all of my charges. All right.
I've been changing it up.
So now we go into the fight phase.
He's using the
I will
Artarks
nominate
definitely as
these dudes first.
mini beat sticks,
I have
but
no
also
CP
with
dinner,
the
right,
Banshee
so just
Mask.
keep them.
They have
So
to
what's gonna happen is this guy's gonna
go in for some
wrap
assaults.
around
Obviously,
there.
he was out of or didn't make the assault, or else that would have been a
We gotta start here.
less tense moment for him.
Right there, can't go over the wall.
Mm-hmm.
3 inches. Nearest enemy.
So having all
This guy's
these
that guy.
hoplites spread out like this, he's just looking to go try to touch and hopefully wrap something probably.
3,
But he's gonna go into those Artarks. He does have a 3-up invuln on those little hoplites. They're surprisingly kind of nasty. They're just little mud shields.
These guys are all cool. You gotta go to the nearest one, so this guy will come over here, touch. That guy's on that guy. That guy will have to go there. This guy will come over here. And these guys now, he'll come over here. He'll come over here. He'll come
For sure, they can go down there and shut down shooting an Overwatch. The assault phase is the biggest thing that they're about to try to do, is try to take him out of the assault game by just touching him. Outside of trying to make them use, stratagems or powers or anything.
swinging phase. These guys will go ahead and start. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, and I can fall back and charge one bar with that CP.
So these guys will go 6 into this. So it's 2 attack. Where's my? Oh, he's over there. Oops. So 12 attacks. 6.
I can't heroic being green right now, because that would have only been after your charge.
That would have been after the charge.
And you were too far away.
I will. Do I care about killing? Yes.
So this is a big deal because
So I'm gonna-
he's got to
I'm at
get some
5
kind
CP
of
right now?
kills.
Correct.
He's debating
I have
on
so
whether or
much
not
stuff
he
to
wants to
swing.
hold him and try to tag
I really
everything.
hope that dude dies
What was their things do?
though. 1 damage apiece. -1, strength 6.
Yeah, I feel like he overextended
So
the
he's 6
hoplites.
attacks.
I feel like they could
5
have been a
attacks
great
on that
unit
dude.
to go and just kind of hug a bunch of
Well,
stuff.
it'll be 10 attacks, right? There's 5 dudes.
Because those other Artarks that are actually in between the building, and they're not
I will
touching.
spend 1. I'll spend 1 more, please. Down to 4. +1 to
Trying
plus
to
2 to hit onto these
overextend
guys.
just to
So
those
hitting on
guys is a big deal
No reroll.
because
Twos.
they're still
These are
going to get their
your spears.
attacks.
I fail 1. Strength 6. Looking for 3s. Alright, buddy. You got 6 -1s. Your spears. Spears.
Oh, wait, spears?
Yeah. It's in these
Oh,
spears.
spears. Oh, okay.
So the spears do
So,
not have
two-
a invuln in
3
close combat.
And
So
then 1 damage each?
Hmm?
Fighters? So
Gets a
one
guy, puts
guy-
a guy on 1. Where do you want this other one?
this is a big deal, a big decision making
You
time.
can kill.
Honestly,
this guy
what he
dies.
needs to do is pull
Is
the
he the
guy
one
that's attached
And
to
then where do you
the
want the one?
Do the one
HQ
with the-
back there.
This guy?
Yep.
Okay. You pulled that guy. Okay. And then now, that's that. Now we'll go these guys, be 10 attacks. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 2s. And bummer. Only 5. 5
Three.
-1s.
4.
Oh, only 4 -1s.
4.
2 wins.
He does not have any ability.
And then, like, pile in stuff.
So this is where Damien can either make his money or
So you
overextend
gotta
more
do a
and
secret
break
technique.
himself.
Just touch there, touch there, touch there. You fly, doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy will just go 3, touch, touch. And then 3. And then 2 blocks.
So what's going to happen is all of these Artarks are actually going to get to fight back along with the spears once they get touched.
Within 1 inch. Well, that's good. I don't care about touching. What matters is being within that inch. It should just be in that square right there. So he knows to do it like that.
Trying to stay within unit coherency here, so they're measuring out who's within who and where.
Oh, for sure. Okay, cool. That's that done. Okay, and then we'll come, the other unit to charge will be this guy right here. He gets 3 attacks, 3s. Alright, and then strength 6, power axe. 2, -2, 2 damage.
So this is going on
Minus
the
one.
bikes.
-1.
-1. So 3
2
ups.
damage.
2 damage, 5 ups. Takes
Gets
1,
that
so
other-
it kills that guy.
So that does kill the guy on base to base.
You just have the
I believe he did Shroud Song.
Shroud's on. And then we got
It's usually,
6 attacks.
that's
which
usually the
we'll
case
use there.
for turn 1
One,
with
two, three,
most
4,
aspect.
6.
Yeah, that's the cover one. It's everything gets cover with the exception of the knights, because the knights are actually a detachment on their own,
Fives, 1.
and they're not considered
bikes?
admech
Yeah,
when they're on
maybe.
their own like that.
2 up. Good.
Okay, and then the night swings.
Yep.
So this is where
You sure you
he
want
needs
some?
to have a bunch of
I'm pretty
1s, 2s, and 3s. Hopeful
Oh.
is what Brad's hoping for.
12. 4s. A lot of 3s.
The knight. Remember, the knight is actually
2s.
not degraded yet, and it's Hawk Shroud, so it's going to take a little while to degrade.
6. -2s.
-2.
6
-2.
minus 2s, D3 damage each.
And we're D3 each.
Yeah.
So 3 of them.
Looks like 3 went through.
4,
He's
5.
rolling the D3s.
So do them one at a time, right? You gotta do them one at a
Um,
time per guy.
So, I'm gonna give you 2 first then.
Okay.
So the Autark, he has 3 wounds. Yeah, we'll just try to kill those guys. So Autark takes 1 wound.
Okay.
So that's the guy with the red.
Okay. So dies.
So he dies.
And then one more 3.
So,
Which guy with the red? This.
Um,
And who else? Vigilockt?
let's
Looks like 2 guys died, maybe.
Let's see here. Who do I want to swing on? Kind of swing
It's a
on
big deal where he's pulling from.
so I can kill him right then. I can try to kill. Doesn't matter. I'm not gonna freaking hurt you 'cause I don't charge.
So he left the one in base to base with the knights.
Alright, so now I swing back with everything.
That guy cannot activate. There's no reason to wrench. Yep, your turn.
Alright.
So now it's Brad's fight swing backs. He gets to swing back with these the Artark. It's
You based him.
2 Artarks and the rest of the Shining Spears.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you did, right? Because you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
here,
yeah.
here, and here.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess he's within an inch of that guy, so he could still swing at the right guys.
Within an inch of this guy?
Well, oh yeah, because it's me facing.
So we can see that it is outside of him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so 1 guy onto the knight, 1 guy onto the white dudes.
Oh, they got the white dudes.
Onto the.
So he's got
knights.
2 spears left, right?
2 there, and then 1 over here.
2 over
I
there.
messed
Okay.
up so
Which
bad
one is
right
this
here.
first?
The knight.
Okay.
So both hit. It's 6s, so nothing.
Okay.
Onto the white dudes. Both hit.
Mm-hmm.
3 versus what? 3?
T3, yep.
Yeah, so 1.
-4.
-4.
4 up. Invuln
Yep.
save. 6 will do more to 1 back. Gets guy.
This dude here. So we've got 5 attacks. Looking for 2s.
2s.
And tough weeks, I didn't charge. So 4s. And 6s are going to be my
That's a nice little roll. A bunch of
So,
6s and 4s.
2
Needing 4s
at
to
flat
wound.
2, 3s are flat 3.
I mean, they're one.
They're all okay.
So it'll just be 5, 4 pin bones. Any 6s do more wounds back. Give me 2 6s. No 6s.
No 6s
3 dead.
and 3 dead. That's a total of 4, I believe, from the hoplites.
Okay.
The spear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to pull him. So let's spear over first. He's outside the 6 and the altar.
I'll talk.
Damien's going in gorilla mode.
3s are on the 1s.
Because himself.
2s. Yep.
Okay.
And
Artark
4s, I
swinging.
need a single reroll. Wow.
And wow.
Nothing, dude.
He just crapped the bed.
All right. That is the end of my turn. Leadership. I'm lead 8 on those guys. Plus 4. All good.
Those 2 bikes over there, they're good. This bike here auto dies.
Okay.
So that was your kill one.
Damien, are you using the detachment?
So
Yes.
let's
That's
see
why I start with
here.
8 CP
That's
instead of 9.
You got a
Damien
first,
is using, but Brad is not.
Damien got a first blood and he got a kill one. You got a hold one. You got a kill more. I got a hold more.
You
Or
are
the same number.
We're holding the same. Because I don't know you on this objective.
So I got 3 points. He has 4 points total.
He got to kill more.
Yeah, he got a kill more because he killed one thing, and then he got his one old school.
Gotcha.
This
We've got
guy's
some
gonna get
new
one wound.
some new followers here. Bill, Blind, and Pusher.
Where'd the other...
Welcome to the show.
Ah!
The mats are available for purchase.
Frontline gaming.
Frontline Gaming for all your pro tabletop mat needs. The objective markers that you see that are on the camera there with the castle, that's the standard logo. That's you can get those
at
from
the end of my turn,
3D6
I will, do I care?
Wargaming.
You can jump out and shoot at them. Do I need 2 CP? Or more CP than that? I don't know.
Now we're going into round
Oh,
2.
We'll jump out and shoot them for
should have
sure.
moved.
I will pay 2 for... I'm paying 2
Yeah, at the end of your
Paying
fight
two.
phase.
at the end of my
for,
at the end of my
morale, I
turn for
believe.
acquisition at all costs.
Oh, acquisition at all costs. Okay.
Down
Yeah,
to
he's
2.
going to 2.
So I'm doing this.
So what that does is that gives him an extra bonus to his invuln saves,
Save.
or save period correction. So that gives a plus
And
1
one
To
extra
who?
attack.
To
and
who?
1 extra attack. Yes.
So all these guys have now 3
Okay.
attacks.
So all the little
apiece,
hoplites are going to be
and
hopped
they have
up.
a 3 up invuln save.
They're going to be hopped up all Mountain Dew over there.
3 up inbound all the time, or only in close combat.
4 up invuln save for shooting, 3 up to combat.
Okay.
And they have, like I said, 3 attack speed. I should be at 2
Yeah, got it.
currently.
You have full points, so.
4 points? Yeah, because I did old school. I got my kill for old school.
You know how many points I have, right? I know that.
Oh, you were just measuring primaries, right? You were just doing primaries, right?
I did secondaries. I told him secondaries.
So it should be 5 with secondaries.
Wait, how?
Old school, I got first strike.
Yeah. I marked that. I told him 5.
Oh, he said 4.
I've got you. Hold 1, kill 1, kill more, and old school 4 points.
Yeah, 4 points.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Math is fun.
Math is hard. Someone said the man bun is too tight.
Probably.
How far can this guy heroically intervene?
2d6. 2d6.
And if you don't pay, it's just normal.
Yes. Hoplites are
2.
you don't see them,
Okay.
so not a lot of people understand or know about them. Yeah, so the acquisition at all costs gives them +1 attack apparently and +1 save. With their invulnerability and their,
I cancel this turn.
decent
It'd be Shroud Song.
saves and attacks, they're pretty good, and they're cheap. They're not expensive.
180
Yeah,
points for
acquisition
10.
is a stratagem.
180 points for 20.
180 points for 20 of them.
90 for 10.
So that's not bad at all. And
And they can
acquisition
shoot-
is a stratagem for AdMech. Or infantry.
So now in Shroud Song for shooting, they have 3 up goes to 2 up, goes to 1 up effectively with acquisition.
So that's great for things like usually myself, I would use this for the destroyers because I haven't ran hoplites, but Damien switches between whichever needs and whatever's closest to the objective, obviously. That's correct. It only works at the end of the turn, so before he concedes his turn, he has to drop the CP and then casually give the other player's turn.
Anymore, sir.
Yeah, it works all the way through
It's my turn.
the opponent's turn. So,
I don't really fucking care about that guy anymore. He can just fucking chill that way. No bikes to buffs.
Ah! Oh, you did it. Man, you're so on point.
so what he's trying to do is he's down almost 2 bikes squads. And he's trying to figure out how to salvage what he has left. Not a whole lot of options at this point. Again, he's going to basically have to kill the knight to get it to degrade regardless. So you're just looking at trying to erase the knight. That unit is still behind the wall there of destroyers, blocking off the other Scorpius tank. And he's got the 2 knights in the backfield throwing down flat 3 damage.
Where's Dylan?
He's picking up his wife.
Where was she? Eating a bait?
Yeah. She was come back from the airport. I'd love you to come over with me and doing this guy. Feel obligated to come over here. Now you need to kill him.
So he's got to be careful where he's moving to not get the extra 2 there in the forest.
Main man. Dylan's in the house.
So this is a
His
big
house.
deal if he leaves it there and doesn't move it.
And we live at 1458 Abraham Lincoln Street. So,
Nice.
if you guys want to send any presents, that's his address.
So if he overcommits this right here, this could be pretty much game. With the Aratarks just kind of hanging out.
Really worried that I'm not gonna have enough to kill that guy over there and I have to kill him.
Are you entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Welcome, Clothar, new to the chat and
I can
stream
start
here.
doing some rapping if you guys would want to be entertained.
Nah, they're entertained.
Whoa,
They don't
whoa,
need your
whoa.
rapping.
Pump the brakes, dude. You've never heard me flow.
Look here, Jazzy E. Go back to playing the
Golly.
game.
You don't get this man bun for not doing sweet rhymes.
I can't think of a rapper that has a man
I actually think that's how you got the man bun.
Everybody has man buns that raps when they're rapping. They let their hair down when they're out in the public.
Look here, Buster Rhymes. Just
I
stick
just
to the
keep it up
game.
all the time. Actually, I have it because I am. This year, if I get in, I will literally become a samurai. So, have to grow it the rest of my life until I dishonor myself.
What was the bet to cut off the
There's
top
no
like
bet.
a?
There's no bet. We
There's
don't bet
no,
in this game.
we don't bet in this game. This is an all skill based game.
Oh, we're talking out of game. The who gets to cut off whose hair?
It has been revoked
Revoked.
Revoked.
and redacted from all records. Please don't mention it again.
Maybe I do care about smiting the character.
So yeah, so Monday Night Casual, how to lose $5,000.
It is over this guy. But
If you poke
have to
Damien in
slide
the eye
down.
with a tape measure, you kind of win.
I can go there.
get green.
You get a green card.
Oh, you put yourself in
That's all we want.
That really hurt.
Good. I can put them all over there.
Yep.
He doesn't pretend. He is a hipster.
Hipster.
So this guy here.
Oh my gosh. If y'all are calling me hipsters, man, y'all don't know what hipster is, man. I am not. I beat up hipsters with my mind.
This guy's gonna advance.
power with
I don't condone violence
Not really.
unless you're being raped.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What? Is that wrong? If there's rape happening, there should be some sort of reaction.
You should probably dictate what type of violence.
So, 40K.
It's everything here.
Golly, man. Oh, I'm sorry that I'm a defender of the weak and the innocent.
So this
And that's part of the man bun creed as well.
So
Triggered.
back to man buns.
Oh my goodness. Y'all are so crazy. Why y'all gotta take it there?
So you know what's interesting?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can use the
Triggered.
when I use
All right, so we can see that the hoplites are still hopping around over here. Looks like the warp spider's moved up.
Using the warp jump generator.
The
When it moves normally.
big
Is it-
deal
It can
is what he's
move
looking
normally
up
or
is the
use
warp jump generator to
it
see if he can
uses
get
the
out of
warp
combat, it
jump.
looks like. Because if he
fly
can't,
until the end of the phase.
those
Yeah, but
hoplites are still locked
That
in.
doesn't mean that you can. If you use the warp jump generator, though, you can't go 46 out, right?
46 is what it is with the warp jump.
Okay.
So I would have to use that in order to get me.
But you
fly
cannot
to the end of the
assault.
phase. Right. Well, right. I mean, I'm locked in anyways, so I'm trying to get out of it. And I have to do it this way.
So he's still in the movement phase. He just warp jumped out with the R-Tark with the generator.
Cool.
Trying to clear those hoplites out.
And we've moved these guys here. Do I even care to move them? I don't know why I moved them that way. I could have just shot at you from over here.
Phil, or pass him around?
I did. I rolled a 4.
I don't even know why.
I may have lead
How many
eight.
did you lose out of that squad?
I lost 4. Kept it even. Boop, boop, boop.
Cheeky.
So right now it looks like Brad's at least holding the objectives down to
Okay.
keep Damien kind of lined up in the backfield of that one ruin with all of his army for the most part. So he's trying to branch out and see if he can grab the objectives at least and try to win the objective game.
I could do this. Start off with the farce here. We're gonna doom for 7.
We're moving into the psychic phase.
7. I'm gonna use go. It doesn't matter because your thing
It's on a 4 up.
it's on a 4 up no matter what, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll
He
keep
probably
you-
does like I think he likes avocados a whole lot, and he probably drinks a lot of soy milk.
Oh, and that's from this guy.
This guy.
This guy onto this guy.
Yep.
So the only thing you could shoot at him with are those little whippersnappers and those things,
Which those already reroll.
Those already reroll because your last
One more.
CP.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay. Yeah. That doesn't matter too much anymore, right?
Are you trying to determine if you're going to pop the strat?
Yeah. So Doom, he'll do.
So what he has is a anti-psyker strat, basically.
From the red guys.
From the red guys there.
The red Skitarii.
Those guys give a basically try to null a spell
On a 4-up.
on a 4-up, just
this
like
guy
the
here
the new
is
Iron
going
Hands.
to-
It cost
The Iron
him
Hands is like theirs. Let's be
cost him 1 CP, and it's to a
He's gonna do
specific
terrain.
faction within
What is that?
the AdMech.
Let me see minus. I'm gonna take maybe -1. I don't know why I'm looking at it. Choose an enemy. Your opponent must subtract 1 from all hit rolls made for that unit in the fight phase.
Okay.
So 7
Cool.
goes off. And put on these guys.
Okay. So you did this guy. You did that guy.
He has one more. On this.
Okay.
I just haven't done it yet though.
Okay.
So this guy here, he's gonna smite.
Sure.
And he's not gonna get it.
Okay.
So he felt the smite. The smite was going to
This
go
guy
off to
is going
the
to do the new power.
hoplites there.
So I need a 6.
Sure.
I really hope I don't have to use my root. I have to do it. Do I have to do it?
So now he's debating on trying to use his
no, I
CP
have
or
to
not.
link fire, because otherwise I can't shoot them. Can't do it.
Oh man, I was waiting. I was waiting so much.
terrible.
He's
I don't know
depending
if
on the
that's
link fire, so he
I
can't
would have made it
use
so that
that
those. I would've made those
CP.
destroyers
And in order to
only be able
use
shoot the
the
closest
stratagem,
unit to it.
he's got to have that 1 CP for the
So
prisms.
then, ideally,
Right
I'd
now,
do
that's the
plus combat.
only way really to get him back in this game
Pretty
is
crazy,
if the
but-
prisms can
That's
knock
actually
out some
pretty awesome.
stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, unfortunately. we're
Especially
just
with your
gonna-
list, like with
set
Shining
it up.
Spears and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. I dig it.
Because then, like, I could put a character in front of you and have them close combat. and it's like,
Totes,
what
my
do you do?
goats.
Okay, I did nothing. Yeah, Farseer will do smite. I'll use
Goes off. It goes off. 5.
Well, I already cast it at once,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So right.
so but it goes off.
So
Okay.
the smite fails on a 5 because he needed a
One.
6 because he attempted the first one.
Splat.
And
Wait.
this
Is
guy.
that how? Yes, that's fine. Wait. Is that how I want to do that?
So right now he's trying to determine which model to pull.
Those together. This is my turn. Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna smite.
Schmite.
So here's the third smite.
Level 9.
Nice.
3.
Pulling some more hoplites off.
2.
Being very methodical about where he pulls to try to keep them.
This is hard. Okay.
But at least that'll force another morale check unless he
These
wants to spend his
guys here.
last 2 CP.
Yep. So they're gonna shoot into the white squad of guys.
Hoplites.
2, 4, 6, 8,
Okay.
3s.
Okay.
What's shooting?
Warp spiders.
Warp spiders.
I don't even know what the
So the warp
strength is,
spiders
though.
here are in
Is
the
that
middle
your
of the
roll?
board.
Yeah, that's the roll.
Yikes.
Are shooting there.
There's only one 4. Better be strength 4. It's got to be strength 4.
Might be 6.
Oh, it's strength 6. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's 6.
6. Okay, man.
And at 6 ups, it's minus 4 AP.
6.
6?
So yeah,
5. One's a running.
that one too.
So here's where the
So 6.
acquisition at all cost.
No minus
It's
1.
gonna come
no
into
minus
play.
No minus.
Okay, so 6, 2 ups.
2 up saves.
A dude died.
The warp spiders killed a dude.
2 ups.
Yeah.
Why do you get 2 ups?
So cover from Shroud Psalm, and then
Okay,
also
okay.
+1
I didn't
save
know
because of
that.
acquisition all costs. So technically it's a 1-up.
So
5
this
guys are dead.
this is a new turn, and you rolled for your mechanicals.
Yeah.
I did. I rolled a 4.
So he did roll Shroud Song, which is the best possible thing you
Some
can get.
Pistols. Pistol. Hits. Doesn't wound. Next best pistol with Farseer. Hits. Wounds.
If he doesn't roll that 4 for
Okay.
the Shroud Song,
Hits.
the save would have been a 3-up with the
And
acquisition
let's
in play,
do-
and that's actually a pretty big deal.
I'm gonna actually do this guy first. That's when my
He
CP
chose it the
Ooh,
first
do I
turn.
get a CP back? I'm out of CP.
So Brad's link firing. He's going to be out of
Do I gain a
CP.
CP?
Let's
I
see
would
if he
love
gets
to.
it.
I do
No.
not.
No one gets the
All
CP
right.
back.
I
So
gotta do
Brad
this
is
guy
completely
first.
out of
This guy has to get
CP,
the end of the phase.
hoping for
Someone do
the
those guys
link
first.
fire from
Yeah.
the fire prisms.
How's it going?
So I'll do into the night.
Into the nighting.
So he's going to go back into the night.
Actually,
That's gross. So 60.
8.
3s, rerolling.
Nice. Nice.
And 3s rerolling.
So at this point, it was either go all in on the knights or move a different fire prism
4 big
and go
bombs.
for something different. Now, for myself,
3.
I don't feel like he's going to kill the knight. So I probably would have moved to the left with one of these other fire prisms.
Down to 13.
And
So I'm gonna leave these here so I remember to shoot him.
moved out here possibly and try to get a bead on those destroyers. Because those destroyers are pretty powerful
So
with
we're
the
gonna
extra
do these
hit
guys bottom
or
guns
pluses
here,
to hit.
Okay.
And spears into him.
So
Okay.
instead,
So bottom
still
guns.
using this to bombard the knight.
We're gonna win this game for sure. Altark is too far away for those guys.
At this point in the game,
What's the strength?
4.
at this point in the game, this
Strength is
knight,
4. Okay. 2.
it can
3
move
ups.
only 10 inches
Pass.
and then flame with the relic flamer or the spear.
5s.
So
Nice.
if he's gonna make,
So
if Damien's
those
gonna make
are
this a long,
It just
Flat
be-
3s.
drawn out,
so one
shoot 'em
gets
up game,
Down to 10.
this might not have been a best option
So back to 10.
and erase
I mean, you
the
said
42-inch
flat three.
guys.
I should check that because it might only be in close combat.
Okay.
Let's double check since it's new.
So I'm at 13. Maybe 12.
That is no, it's actually not. It's
So what I should have done is I should have.
They're
moved
all
those
just
spears
kind of
and done
over
it
there.
fight phase, so then I could have charged you still.
they're not sitting on
That's
any
a special
objectives. They're
ability.
not
Charge
gaining
after they call
anything.
that combat?
Well, it's not falling back. It's at the end of like the fight phase. They make a move.
Ah.
Yeah.
So Brad's
So I should've done
realizing
that when I
he
was
forgot to
really
do
sure.
something with one of the new powers, which is something where
Yeah,
you,
melee weapons only.
at
So
the end of the
only two.
combat phase, you can fall
Okay, down to
back
11.
out of combat.
It's down to 11.
Which is crucial because you can, with that new
So,
Aldari
that
power
offset, this guy's not
from Psychic
gonna
Awakening
reach
allows you
speed.
to actually
So
shoot
this back ought to
and,
do,
charge again.
This guy's all 3 up. So he'll do his bottom guns into these squads. We'll do them into the white guys. Yeah, we're gonna do the bottom guns there.
Okay.
We're gonna do the spear here,
Okay.
and then the fusion into that guy.
He's got a fusion pistol too.
Fusion like big gun.
Oh, okay.
So the
Big
ones
fusion.
behind the build, interesting enough though,
Hits.
as I was showing you on the
So
drawing
eight.
here,
So I need that.
he has two.
So that's gonna.
How much is
Two
it?
behind the
it's
building.
D6, and I get 2 dice to
Okay.
the dice.
And these, if he was aggressive,
I'm at 2 CP.
can move here with at least one. And the link fire strat says as long as
That's cool.
one
Okay.
can see the target, all
Okay.
3 can
11.
fire with no penalty and still hide.
Goes down to 8.
So basically what he
And
could have
bottom
done
guns
is
into,
moved out here,
do 1 for himself.
got line of sight here,
Okay.
and tried to blast that squad.
Just lands here.
Good.
And spear.
Yeah, there's two over there. That's
I'll
that's a
use
big
the
deal.
one
But
roll
the
wound
point
thing, why not?
you were asking is what are they doing? Right now they are doing nothing except
This
hiding.
guy's gonna do lance infusion
Um,
there. Bottom guns
This
over
one
the
here
weapons.
Okay.
has been his primary use.
Oh,
Now, if he was here, he could also shield away from
infusion.
all these destroyers
Oops. I'll use a single reroll wound.
because they'd have to come through the building here.
Powers are not panning out. And then lance.
But right now, as is, he's just trying to max distance to these guys.
Okay.
He doesn't want to get in range of that.
2 point costly. That sucks.
Yeah, that was his last CP, so it was a last-ditch effort on his part to try to take out the knight is what he chose.
So does he continue to have fly right now?
Yeah. No, just for the phase.
Okay. So then.
So again,
does that
Hawk
mean he can or
Shroud
cannot shoot?
has the do not degrade at half.
I don't know.
So
Probably
he had only
not.
done
Only
10, 13, 13 wounds, turn 1. So he was at
Guess it just
15.
Depends how it reads.
And,
Just says, and it
you
can
know,
fly
to
until
get
it
him
does
just to
the phase.
degrade
Yeah.
is a
So
feat
you go back
alone,
to-
almost
he's still
killing
falling
it.
out in combat and he's a ground unit.
So this dude here, he's gonna do bottom guns, spear, and fusion.
Okay.
So bottom guns. All hit.
Nice.
So 2 minus 3.
The 2 minus 3s, needing a 4 bin boom. Kill one.
And 2 normals.
So right now he's shooting into the hoplites, trying to get rid of
Two
them.
ups. Kill 2 more. Uh-oh.
So it looks like the squad's gonna die most likely unless he does either a 1 on a leadership or 2 CP, which would be his last 2 CP,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hits.
which is a pretty big
Toughness
deal
on that
because
thing?
then he can't give any
7, so wounds.
pluses to hit
Minus
to
4.
the destroyers
Passes on a 6.
or make the knight at full.
Shroud
That's
Song
2
goes
up.
to a 2 up.
And lance. Hits. Reroll for the wound. Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's everything. So this guy here, 2d3 into the knight.
So this is Pro Tabletop. It's basically ITC with the exception of some of the deployments a little bit different based off of rank and seating.
3 minus 4.
I fail all
Everything else is
3.
the same. ITC missions, secondaries, primaries,
1,
all of
2, 3,
that.
4, 5. Down to 3.
The
Okay.
difference would be the objective placing.
Let's do some charging shit.
So he's maxed Kingslayer.
This guy here
Okay.
is gonna charge there, Banshee Mask, so I can't
Okay.
get him.
Yeah.
5.
Okay.
Should get it.
Bow shot.
Oh, shit.
So far there's no gangbusters, and
Okay.
there's also no. Yeah, this is turn 2. There's no gangbusters been accomplished yet. No big games for Brad. He did get Kingslayers.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Damien did not get. He only got 1 old school
One hit.
last turn, so
Strength 6.
it's a pretty big deal if Brad's able to keep him locked into the corner. He can't get recon. He's obviously probably going to get engineers unless Brad can get in there.
Good.
Yeah, it's like
12.
He's going wherever the hell he wants, right?
Yes, sir. It'd be -2, so it'd be 10. But yeah.
I mean, I'm not going that far. I'm just gonna go like this.
Okay. Seems good.
This guy charge.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, this is still turn 2, but they are on the clock.
I can't charge because he advanced. It's 3 left. 7, 4, 6, 7.
Again, Brad's learning some new rules with the Psychic Awakening
both of these.
So we're
guys
trying to
here.
learn them with him a little bit. This is Casual Monday.
Which
They're
one?
not too,
Both of them.
you know,
Oh, sure.
trying to
Can you see
push
how
this
far it
game
is?
out,
10.
hammer it out.
Yeah.
Obviously, you would want to get farther than this, especially with a
What'd you
clock.
roll? 6?
6. Yeah. So he's not gonna
But
be-
on the turn side of things,
Well,
a lot of
so
things
you're gonna have to
happen on
move.
turn one. A lot of things
Within an
died.
inch.
A lot of important things died. So this could turn
So you can
really
you have to go
fast.
But he's not gonna
really
be able to
hard.
push, right? Because he's just a single guy.
Correct. Because these will be the closest models. If you'd have rolled a higher number, then you could have, yes, for sure.
So it looks like the Artarks are moving in, trying to get some distance here.
This guy here is gonna go into that dude.
Okay.
It's gonna be -2 charge, I guess. That's okay.
What'd you roll?
3?
So the Artark is -2 to charge and rolled a 3.
No. No way.
That's a bummer.
That's a womp womp.
That's alright though. This game ain't going in my favor, so I'm just trying to see what I can do.
Salvage.
Brad's just trying to scrounge some points here.
Which I'm gonna get pretty decent amount this turn, so but next turn I could get wiped. Alright, yeah, let's fight your knight over there with that Altark.
3 wounds left.
So here's the Artark going into the Knight.
2s, rerolling 1s.
Hit. Strength. Tap mate. 5s. Rerolling.
Misses.
So Brad needs a new dice. Anyone willing to
2.
2.
pitch in for
Minus?
some dice?
-4, 1's flat 2, 1's flat 3.
So he's
yeah,
going to
then-
take 5 damage.
That's -4, both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he blow?
See if he blows.
He doesn't.
2d6, looking for 6s.
So I'm finding out that the 6, like giving the extra damage, is awesome.
So the 6,
sure.
what he's talking about is the new power out of Psychic
the
Awakening
flat 3
that he
damage
decided to take on his
is-
Artarks
it's
for
done-
flat
it's done
3.
some work. So I think I'll be the closest.
So that's
Cool.
that's a huge swing there. He needed something good to happen at least. That was
Roll 1,
a good shot with the Artark.
and strength 6. So
-4s.
so -4s, yeah.
So 6 up invulns. That's 1.
2 each.
3 die.
For the most part, the biggest threat now turns to the destroyers.
And then the spirit seers over there.
And you want to pile in closer? Or do you want to stay? Because I pulled outside of an inch now.
Brad really needs to figure out how to get over there and touch those destroyers, or even the knights.
Probably this is where he's gonna
The
shoot
long
them.
range flat 3 damage on the knights is definitely not going to be good if he leaves that fire prism out in the open as well.
Both of those guys. Alright, we'll swing this dude over here.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both it.
Okay.
Those wings on 2s. 2. No minus.
So just 2 ups because of acquisition at all costs.
Even in close combat.
Because it's a 3 up save naturally, and then it goes to a 2 up save with acquisition. So you kill a guy. Kill this guy.
And then the
So
next
more
one.
hoplites are going to die here.
Both it.
Strength.
They just always wins on 2, so just 1.
Passed it twice.
Oh, and then he has his. Oh, you passed it, so it doesn't matter because I could have rerolled and everything. That's fine. Play
So
battle.
these are all the warlocks
So
and
go
fire seers,
into your
possibly, I believe.
oops, that guy. You base that guy. So this guy come over here, and then this guy come here. All right.
Looks like 4 or 5 hoplites
So we'll
left.
put 3
out of 20.
hoplites into this guy and 2 into that guy, I guess. So 3 hoplites here.
You lost a lot.
3.
You definitely lost a lot. You
I think he
11
killed.
so far.
I think he killed. You had 8, 9.
Because I didn't kill any last
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Killed
You
4
killed
last.
4. Yeah. So I have. You killed 9 this so far.
9 this turn.
So right now he's at a -9.
All right.
So automatically 2 guys are dying at least.
Reroll.
Swinging into the Farseer, I believe.
is.
Yeah, the spirits.
2's wound.
4?
4 minus 1.
4 minus 1. 4 pin bones in the legs.
Four up in bones.
Nice.
Woo!
That's unlucky.
This is where you
you
don't go to Vegas and you don't bet on anything ever.
4, 5, 6. These 2 guys swinging into this guy.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3.
Matter of fact, pay off your life insurance.
4 wounds into that guy.
Crazy.
And I can make
They
these
just wanna
jokes
die,
because
dude.
this is what Thomas
3.
did to me the other week. Just hammered me with dice.
I should have had more attack.
And
See,
cackles.
This is why these new rules are really hard because I should have had an extra attack on each of them. Did you do minus 1 hit?
I did not. I was hitting on 3.
Plus 2 damage,
roll?
psychic spell. What are you referring to?
You sure?
The
No, I have
flat
to.
damage?
6, 9. I had 3 on that guy. So 4s.
The pluses to the
Of course. That's what it is.
Artark? Is that what you're referring to?
And 2s. They'll just be 1.
Here, let's meet in the middle then. 1 left.
Okay, sure. And then we'll put 3 on this guy. Let me see what.
Once this fight phase is over with.
1 hit.
Yeah,
No
on the
one-
Artark. Yeah, once this fight phase is over with, I'll have him explain that
I
to
put
you.
him up to 3 though.
That's
Cool.
I'm not 100% sure, so I'd rather ask.
I was supposed to hit on 4s, and I forgot about the power that he put on me.
It's okay.
He
See,
did.
this is
he
why
did- he
this
did
is why
drain
just
on
like
me.
learning stuff too, because like I should have had 1 more attack on each one of those guys, and it's just like
On your Artark?
no, just because like they're in the same crap world,
Oh,
so
yes.
and they're on the objective.
that's
So
right.
they should've-
Objective, yes,
they
because they
should've
get
had that.
the new
It's
Eldar get
D3 plus
objective-based
1 damage
type
if
stuff.
6, yeah.
3 attacks here, 4s, 2 hits, and 5s. 1 save, no minus.
Yeah. Good.
Okay,
All right, so at the end of that,
so I've lost
do yeah,
9
your morale.
dudes. So I'm
Here's the
already
morale
1
check.
Plus
Minus
dice,
9.
lose 2.
There's 2.
Only 2 guys die. What'd you roll?
A 1.
1? Ooh, nice.
So I got a hold 1, a kill 1, max out my king,
You did.
and then I also get the bonus. No,
I do leadership here as well.
I can test that, or do those have a?
6, 7, 9. Lose another dude. I'll pull that.
They don't have OBSEC, right?
Who?
These dudes.
No.
So I got the bonus
Yeah.
on all 4.
Hmm?
I got the bonus as well.
Okay.
So not bad. I mean, got 5 points right there.
So
Now you're
I
gonna.
lost a dude to leadership there.
Yeah.
That was 6. I lost 3. It goes to 9. And what's that? I'm outside of an inch now.
Yeah.
All right. Movement phase. Don't get engineers because I forgot to know that stuff. My bad. However, if I had
end of the fight phase.
Okay. Good job.
That's really dope.
It's very
It's really dope. I like these guys. So that's a new ability at the end of the fight phase. I can move them 6 inches.
Was that one squad of Rangers dead too?
No, I
He has
rolled.
one
I
left.
have 1 model left.
One model,
They failed their
okay.
leadership.
Okay. So only killed 1.
So I'm gonna move.
Only killed 1 right now. Yep.
Yep.
Right there.
So Brad, while he moves, I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask a question from
Ask
the
me
chat.
questions.
They were talking about this, and since this is new, we're gonna go ahead and explain a little bit. The plus to wound, or excuse me, plus damage
Yeah.
on the Artarks. They were asking about that and how you get that.
What's up, guys? 'Cause it's clear. So the plus, well, there wasn't a plus to wound.
The flat 3 damage.
The flat 3 damage. So it's one of the craft world attributes. Oh, actually, those guys might not even have it. It might just be the spears, because that's the aspect warriors. I'm not even running those guys on there. Watch this. Watch this. It doesn't really matter because only 1 did it, and it was still enough damage to kill him. So I'm actually running.
2 CP left. So I'll go ahead and advance.
Yeah, I'm just doing the +1 to attack if they're on an objective, and then the Overwatch. The flat 3 to damage
I'll advance
on the spears, though. So when I was on his knight, I had 3 of them that did that.
So I think that it's definitely really good. But yeah, it's aspect warriors. So I think my biggest thing right now is that remembering the rules is a lot because it's so many things. Like I'm not just introducing one rule. It's a lot of different rules.
It's like a whole new faction almost.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, I obviously screwed up majorly. He should be able to. He's gonna hurt me a lot right here. He's
What's the
gonna
move?
kill a lot of characters, which are gonna hurt me.
Stiff. This guy moves 7. Park is
Yeah,
with the boutique
I did.
right
Yeah,
there.
I shouldn't have got the 3 damage, but
7.
he had 3 left on there. Would have done 4 anyways, so it didn't matter. Didn't affect it.
Sure. Flat 2 damage anyway,
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah.
All right.
I'm not even running.
So there's your
The spears-
explanation. The
spears
spears are the ones that have the extra damage. Hope that answered your question there, Beat.
No! And then this thing will be like, well, let's go ahead and move.
Oh man. Thinking emoji.
For the unit list,
Wait.
you don't have any-
I need.
Yes. Put him there, please, sir.
Well, the only reason why I
Key at the top, it says
don't
board.
want him there is because I don't want.
The unit list graphic that we do,
Although
it
if this guy,
requires, like, deep
that
striking
guy
on board.
dies, and I can shoot that guy
You don't have to mark that.
and those.
It takes forever.
Yeah, everything's good.
6. That's fine.
We set the high pitch scoreboard before we set that up.
All right, so let's see here.
666. And
What did he change Butcher's bill out for?
engineers.
Oh, engineers. that's
yeah.
right.
Which will start this turn.
He did not get it.
I did not.
So no engineer, no recon. Sad panda.
Yeah, he can't get any of the secondaries this turn.
So what did you choose for your engineer? So we can look at them
Two
on.
red guys. So actually, what I'll do.
Two
is
The
squads
one that
are-
has one guy left, and then. that
Oh wow.
squad.
Okay.
move this way.
So the engineers are the 5-man and 1-man ranger squads that are left. They are red on your screen, which he has his hand on now. Those are his engineers. He did not get the engineers this turn.
Much better. Okay.
So for secondaries, Brad's actually in the lead on primary and secondary
Windows 12, so
as of this point.
I just went instead of. I just went there.
So if he can weather
Whoa!
the storm and have a
Yeah.
decent
It's okay, look, how fast
save
we fix everything.
versus all the shooting that's about to
I
come
don't know
up,
if this guy might be able to do this.
he could turn this into a game.
So this guy will pop down right here.
If I could literally learn to play with my spears and just not die turn 1 with them every time, I would be a really good player.
Well, you get happy and you just push.
36.
Yeah, I mean, it was this. Like, they should not have been able to be seen, and I was off by a couple inches.
It happens to the best.
Like,
of
the
us.
night thing, that was fine. Like, 2 of those guys are still alive. Like, they did work. It was this mess of crap.
That mess of crap. So that'll have to be 5 inches to go around that, and then we're gonna go 9.
Let us know what you think of the chat, the stream. Definitely roll some opinions. What do you think Brad should have done turn 1? Let's see if we can. Yeah, let's do a giveaway.
Have we reached giveaway?
We're gonna do it.
We reached a giveaway.
We're only around 30 viewers, but we're
Oh.
doing it. We're doing it.
We're still doing it.
I have no idea how this works, so the giveaway started. Let's see how it works.
All right, here's the timer.
So it's gonna run for 30 minutes.
Okay.
You are now in the running for this giveaway.
So you have to use exclamation raffle to enter each out.
Okay.
Exclamation raffle.
30 minutes.
Within the next
So,
30 minutes, follow what Atlanta Upo did.
Okay.
And exclamation raffle. Better get that money. Get it, son.
All right. I'm in the shooting phase.
We're about to pull in some more viewers, and you're gonna have some challenge.
I don't know yet.
So you better get in there and get it done.
What is his little? Is it within an inch? I just can't remember. This guy's like, once per turn, once per battle round. Okay. Well, I messed that up. So
Alright, there you go.
never mind.
We'll do it in the title.
Can't do
Good.
it. All right. So-
Exclamation raffle. We got a base. What is a battlefield base kit from the army?
Get your
Go,
wife,
baby.
get your
So let's
kids.
start with,
Exclamation raffle. Come on.
Let's start at the beginning of the shooting phase. I will spend a CP
Good for you.
down to 1.
Do I get it back?
You do. Do I? No. Down to 1. Add +1 to hit to these guys.
Okay. You know all that means? I get to link fire one more turn, dude.
You sure do. I don't like that. This guy will nominate that thing.
Good for you. Damien's having a good game. He's like, I'm gonna be Brad. I'm gonna be Brad.
You spent a CP and you got it back.
I got one back.
You got one
so
back,
I'm
okay.
at 1.
So it's 1 and 1 now,
1 to
right?
1.
All right.
And the Diladeolos nominated that tank.
Okay.
Exclamation raffle,
And
boys
what is
and
that?
girls.
+1 hit against it.
If you want some free stuff, get it.
Alright, via call. And then we're going to go ahead and
See a
start
couple of y'all in there trying to get that free stuff.
actually.
Everyone loves
So,
free stuff.
Let's
This is a Army Painter
this is interesting.
special gift.
Let's start
Make sure
Battlefield base kit.
it's a
Let's go
battlefield
ahead
base
and start
kit
with
that
these
you're
guys, I think.
entering a raffle for.
And
If you're not familiar
what
with
we're gonna
Army
do
Painter,
is
go
I'm gonna
check them
put-
out. They're
How many wounds
a
these
great
bikes have a
source
piece?
of painting
Huh?
and hobby
How many wounds these
tools.
bikes have a piece?
Heck, even go over there and look at
Yeah.
Adam
sorry,
Abramowitz.
6.
Tell him
no, I
hi.
said 4.
I have like
6.
you can
I
check
was
it.
thinking 6 and I said 4. I'm like, why?
So I'll put all the flamers
Good. No!
into that.
No, we don't like that. Spend 1 CP, you auto can't shoot at him.
Dang it. Do I get it back? All right, so all the flamers will go into that guy.
Okay.
And then the plasmar,
Are we gonna fill the top of that?
yeah, no, bottom.
This is bottom.
Bottom of 2.
Bottom two.
Then I'm going to put plasma, I'm going to put like, okay,
That would be the bottom.
I'm within 36. Okay, so that guy's not in.
So these are the destroyers that
So
are
I'm gonna
about to
put
fire. He
these
did the
3
extra move on them, so they don't have the
plasma
extra range, so
balls
then
into
their
that
range just decreased
And I'm going to spend
because
my last CP.
he's spending his last CP.
Do I get it back?
No.
On plasma specialisms.
So now they're going to be doing plasma, the Mars
Flat
ability,
3.
or excuse me,
Flat 3
Ryza
damage.
ability. It's plus damage
So
and
those 3 are going to
wound.
there. I'm going to put these 2 into
Right
this
out.
guy.
So wait, does he have Gina or
This one into these 2 guys, and these 2 into that guy. Okay? Let us begin. 2d6, 3d6 shots into that thing.
This is what makes these things so nasty is they have a volume of shots that are really quality shots. Flat damage going through.
2s.
They
Because of
get
his
all
plus
the
one?
extra plus to hits.
Reroll
So
the
right now
ones
he is
and
at
super
hitting on
charge.
2s, rerolling 1s. It's pretty nasty.
Wounding on
Strength
2s.
8.
To
Because it's
the
plus 1 to
plasma
wound.
specialist.
So it goes down from a 3.
All right. So
a
we
2.
got 6 saves to make at -3.
And these
On
are
who?
plasma, so it's minus 3.
So 5 ups.
5 of them on this? Oh,
no,
cover.
because the cover.
3 up, there's 2 up.
So his ability is he gets cover if you're over 12 inches away. So he's a 2 up base, so it goes to 5 up.
So he's explaining the cover ability from the new Psychic Awakening. But he's looking for 5s,
Flat 3.
and
Yes, sir.
He's dead.
that's a lot of damage.
It wouldn't matter. He's far away. Okay.
That's
And then
a big
now we
game hunter
got,
for Damien.
2d6 shots into this guy. Actually, let's do the 1d6.
He didn't take
shot
big
into
game
these-
hunter, never
These
mind.
2
I'm just
guys.
gonna start packing up.
2, hitting on 2s. You roll a 1. 2 hits, wounding on 2s. 2 wounds. Flat 3 damage into these guys. Foe.
4.
They got 4. No, I'm
Yeah,
saying
they're-
they got 4 pin bones in.
Yeah.
2 4s. Good. Pass, pass.
Shake it off, baby.
Okay, and then
So Brad's gonna do his best impression
And then,
of
2d6
Taylor Swift.
shots into this guy. That'll be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that's into the purple guy. 3s even. Rolling the 1s. And then wounding on 2s. That will be 6. Minus 3.
looks
Flat
like
3
6
damages.
saves on
On which
the
guy?
Artark, I
This guy.
believe. The Artark that came in and punked out the knight. Little revenge going on here.
Takes 1.
3 damage. 2 wounds, 3 wounds left. And then into this guy. That's also the guy who I'm flaming. Don't forget, guys. 2d6. 11 shots.
I sure will. I'll read you any kind of story you want, buddy.
All right.
$5 a story.
3s. Rerolling the
Per
1s.
person. Brother got to eat.
Don't overheat and die because it's +1 to hit. And 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into this guy.
These are all the
Minus
flame
Flat
attacks.
3 damage.
It's a lot of 4-ups I gotta make.
You just did it.
No, he's good.
That guy tried to live.
He did.
No bone. Or no
Now flamers.
Hmm?
No kill, no pain.
No.
Did you not cast 14?
No.
So it'll only be 6 inches. So I got 2 guys out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6d6 shots. Sorry.
That's 27 shots.
So again, like I said,
I'm sorry.
like I said earlier, these things are putting out quality shots.
Every
and
time I play them, those things
in-
are dead on turn 1. So I usually don't have to put up with this crap. But I had to deal with the freaking knight.
But on behalf of that, we talked before game, and I told him to kill what first?
Yeah, but I couldn't get to him.
He couldn't get to him.
Couldn't get to him.
They were hidden. Like a little girlie, I hid in the bushes. It's tough.
4.
4s. All right, my friend.
Make sure you guys are getting in on that raffle!
Count them out.
Exclamation raffle!
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 3.
Takes 1.
Punked is a strong word.
They minus
Yes.
Oh, no minus?
No.
Just no more flamers.
So much damage. That's what they do. They pour it on you like sugar.
Okay, then this guy's flamer will go into these guys. Let's get right here.
Got
Shots.
21 minutes left
1,
before the raffle goes off, so get that in there.
5.
Follow
Nothing.
suit if you are just
Okay.
joining.
This guy will fire his cool gun into these guys right here. 3 shots. He moves, so hitting on 3s. All hit. Strength 6. Wounding on, and any 6s will do more wounds in addition. Okay, 2 minus 1s, 2 damage. Okay, and then
Clean it up, baby.
this guy. Yep.
This guy's minus 1 because of his warlord trait.
Okay.
All the time. This one.
So what we'll do is we'll come with this guy and shoot into this guy.
So right now it's the
shots,
Lone Ranger,
15.
as he calls himself, I guess.
1 hit, no wound,
No wound.
and then we'll come here. I think. Actually, how many wounds this guy got?
6.
3 up save.
Yeah.
4 bimbo.
So right now there's a bunch of characters in the middle of the board.
We'll pop off with this then. Actually, we'll start with
And
these
then the
guys. These guys will
two
shoot
tanks in the
into
back here.
Your little dude there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and show you here. You got warp spotters here. One,
You're right, dude,
two,
you're right.
2 tanks left in the
9
backfield, and a little bit of characters
yeah,
here.
Should have done that.
That's what Brad has left.
It's okay, you're gonna win.
No rerolls.
Taken
And
so far this
4s,
turn,
that's 3s,
he's
actually.
taken
That's
out
3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 units.
So 1 minus 1, and then 4 or however many.
Taking out a
Six.
one of the vehicles,
Normal saves, and
an
you are in
Artark,
cover.
and the shining spears that were left
6
in the corner
normals.
near where the knight
Six.
2 ups.
was
6 2 ups, I
decimated.
guess.
2 ups. And then 3 up.
1 3 up. 6 1.
Just one more.
Okay.
Oh.
And then this thing now. He'll put all small arms DAC of fire into that thing, and my indirect fire will go
So if
here.
he does not erase this
and
Artark
missile
that's on the
will
objective
go
next to that
into
tank, this could be a big
missile will go
mistake.
into that guy.
Indirect fire. I'm going to
You're correct, yeah.
flicker.
4 kills. 2 characters, and he's going after another one
I
right
gotta
now.
see how many dice I have to roll, because they die if I roll something bad.
I'm putting that back to your time.
That's fine. Alright, so roll 2d6.
I'm putting it back to my time.
So we get it.
What is
Minus
it?
1 to hit.
Okay. Alright. So 3d3 shots into those dudes back there, back yonder. Not very many. Alright, 4 shots. Hitting
So
on
this is the
4s.
Scorpius shooting,
All hit!
I believe.
Wounding on 2s, strength
So
6.
it's interesting. So the warp jump generator on those guys, it specifically says if they use it to fall back, they can still shoot in the shooting phase, but it's not listed on the Autark.
Interesting. 3 saves. A -1.
Those guys?
Mm-hmm.
So normal is cover,
Mm-hmm.
unless they Norse cover or anything.
Mm-hmm.
2s. Good.
Okay. Wait, at a -1,
But they're in cover.
3 up goes to 2 up. Goes back to a 3 up.
Oh, why was I
Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay, and
Math is hard.
D6 shots. 2 shots. 1 hit. 1 wound, -2 into your little red guy here.
Really weird that it's. I'm gonna have to pick up the guys with that. 1 normal.
So this is the Artark with jump pack.
4 up.
D3.
D3, 2
Two.
wounds.
And then all the stubbers into him.
Like he's down to 1 wound. Now he's taken
3.
9 stubbers, I believe, in that one vehicle. Those things are
So
Super.
something that's interesting is the
3s.
warp jump generator on the warp spider specifically says if they use it to move out of
3 6.
combat, they can still shoot.
7.
On the Autarks one, it doesn't say that. It has everything but that last line. So I
7
don't
2
know if
ups.
that's supposed to be like that or if it's a mistake.
7 2 ups.
Because people might not play it enough to be seen. 7 2-ups made.
He did it. Against all odds.
That was pretty impressive, actually. With
All right.
1 wound left, 9 stubber
So
shots.
now I'm gonna have to do other stuff. You're making me do other stuff I don't want to do.
I'm sorry.
This guy will pop off and shoot into that guy and
Okay.
put stubbers there. I kind of need to kill that big guy though. Problematic. Problematic. Alright, yeah. Okay, well, we'll start with this guy. This guy will shoot into this guy and put stubbers into that guy. 4 D3 shots to this guy. So bad. I hate this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Who is this?
That's correct. The
This guy's
Artark in the
showing
jump pack
here.
is
He's -1 to hit,
index.
remember.
Okay, 4s. 6 and 7.
Yep.
Which I imagine would be an overhaul
Threes.
soon to get rid of the index when
I
they
think
go
you're right, you
to
hate that
legendary.
guy.
This is useless. And this is
status
stubbers
next
in
I
year.
was like, wait, he rerolls? What?
3s, 2 saves.
No minus?
2 ups. Okay, you'll throw one of them. You'll throw one of them. This guy, he's gonna have to pop off into him as well, I guess. Actually, I think we'll go into this guy. You don't get cover.
Nope.
Yeah, we'll shoot that guy. And then Stubbers there. 43 shots. Don't be a poussoir. 3, 6, 9.
9 shots coming in hot.
11 shots. Of course.
11.
11.
Yeah.
Okay. 4.
He only
D-
has 2 wounds, so I think.
Oh, he
yours-
only has 2 wounds?
Yeah, because he's just a freaking shitty warlock.
This is a waste. Wow.
Maybe not.
So That was almost disastrous.
What's his toughness?
4.
Okay. 3.
Well, you think a 1's gonna hit him? Gonna wound him?
Damien rolling the 1. What's his toughness? Oh, you kill me.
4 of them.
Okay.
Takes 1. Flat
Flat
3.
3.
Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna use Link Fire. I kind of want to use my last CP on this because I kind of want him to stay alive. Yeah, we're gonna use it. No.
Do I get it back? I do not.
You know
All right, so that's the last CP. So both of them are out of CP now.
1 wound. That guy.
This guy?
Yep.
Good.
Okay. This
Make sure you
thing,
guys are doing the raffle. It's exclamation point
it will
raffle
put
for your chance to win an Army Paint
indirect
Tour raffle.
fire-
These are really cool things. The Battlefield Assortment Pack.
I'll put.
Go show some love to the Army Painter as well over there on their
Good.
Facebook and
to,
website. Tell Adam Abramowitz that we sent you.
Fire into those guys, into that
He
guy.
might even
This one?
give you a kiss at the next event that he's
No,
at.
into
Oh, that guy? Okay.
He's got 6 wounds.
Yeah. Nice one.
Okay. Yep. 3d3 shots, and I don't think I can shoot anything else. Those guys are closer. So. Oh, I can shoot this guy. I'll put everything else into this guy.
Okay.
So 3 shots into
What's the
your
range? 36 now?
36 and everything. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. -1
Mhm.
fours. Hey, good job, guys. 3s, strength 6. Okay, we've got 3 -1s. 2 damage piece.
3 ups.
2 damage. Okay, and then the rest of the fire.
Into that guy? Yeah.
D6 shots. The big 6. Come on, guy. You missed half those.
Ooh,
2.
he rolls hot and then he rolls not.
Good.
All right, and then Stubbers. That was -2.
It's 4 up and going.
Okay.
That's all he has. It's a 6 up save.
Okay. And then little guns. What is it? What are you doing?
Going like this.
It's like half the shot. All right, I've got 5. 5 saves.
On that guy?
Yeah.
Fails 2.
Okay.
What are they? 1 each?
Just Stubbers. Okay, I think that's all of my shooting. I'll shoot this guy. He advances.
So this is about the end of the shooting phase.
That's all of my
Then we
shooting.
have the assault
So,
phase.
the
See if
tank
he's
will
actually going to try to
charge
assault. He is
both
going to.
those things.
He's going to try to assault the
So this
the Artarks.
Do his fusion.
Good or bad?
I'll use my reroll. Nothing. Lance. Nothing. Bottom guns. 1. I'll use his reroll wound. Why not? Nothing. And then that guy.
Okay.
Fusion. Lance. That's him.
0 and 11.
I think.
So he makes
I think
one
he's made it.
shot into the tank, and it was just with a
He'll
bottom
come
gun.
all the
So
way
no
around.
damage. The tank's going to move on in and touch the
Yeah.
Artarks.
And then
The raffle is being held
Basically,
currently
plan.
now. Let's see here. I'm going to give you a time frame here. You got 10 minutes left
this
to
guy
enter.
will go into that and that.
Do exclamation point raffle just like the others above in chat have, and that allows you to possibly win a Battlefield basing set.
Okay. This guy will go into both as well.
Okay.
Make sure you tell all your friends, come on in,
7.
So I'll do it.
unless you're selfish
5. He does not
like
make
I
it.
am. Tell all your friends, come on in, chat, and hit raffle.
These guys will also charge into that and that guy and that guy.
There you go, Crimson Paul. Get you
So
some.
roll an 11 on that guy.
And 8 does not do it. Then that one will go in.
might not be able to fit there.
This guy? Okay, these guys will go in first then.
It's exclamation,
So 6 total.
then raffle.
Something around this way.
Stream title as well right now
And
has
that guy
it.
goes in.
There you go, you got it.
And 8 goes to 6. Should be golden.
So right now it looks like he's
Okay.
just trying to put
And
everything he can into
then,
these Artarks with all these
This
charges.
guy will
and
go
just kinda overload the
into
dice.
Those guys will be -2. Won't make it.
Which is not horribly bad as well because he's going to get some extra movement out of it if he does kill.
That within 12. It is.
This will allow him to
So
branch
this
out
guy
and
will
start
go in,
actually
needing
scoring
11.
objectives.
Fails. And activation. That's it.
Charges.
Yeah.
So here we go with some heroic interventions.
All right.
See who all is not in base to base.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll start here, and I'll put these two guys into that guy, and this guy will go into that. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that guy. They both have 4 ups, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So these two guys. All right. 2, 4. Oh, I got to start over here. You can't interrupt anyway, right?
No, it doesn't matter. Just do it.
I'll just run through all my stuff.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
start
yeah.
over here. All right. So here we go.
That's correct. By charging the Artarks, it definitely limits what they can and
Wounds,
cannot do.
-1.
Drops them to
Your one
strength
wound guy?
3 and they can't do the special double strength,
And
etc.,
then,
etc.
two
So right now
guys
they're kind of
together.
flat-footed
One hit.
and need a couple of miracles to happen because I believe they're at 1 wound and 2 wounds each. A lot of those characters are hanging on by a thread.
We'll do the tank into that 1 wound guy. 6s. No. Alright. And then that guy into that guy. 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 2. That's 3s. Actually, 2s. Strength 6.
This is on the one guy.
This guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
Any minus? So 3s. Just 1 damage, right?
Mhm.
So it's not a 3.
And then.
So that was the knight that just attacked and did a damage.
And then
to
we'll
the Artark.
go all these guys into that guy.
Mhm.
6 attacks.
Now he's just looking for extra dice to do any kind of wounds.
5s. 1.
Good.
Okay. And this guy, he'll put.
Looks like he has the Dominus left.
Into that little guy there. I'll hit. 2s. Ryza. Yeah, I don't have anything mixed in this list.
So Ryza allows you to reroll 1s in the combat
-2.
phase.
2 damage.
4 ups.
Okay. Your schwangs.
Okay.
What would you like to swing into?
How many wounds do each of these have?
12 and 12.
12 and 12. Run to this dude.
Okay.
Hit.
T7.
And tough 3. He'll use his 1 reroll.
So tough. Strength 3?
Yeah.
So 6s, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
So
How much damage?
3 flat 2 minus 4.
Flat 2 minus 4s? Okay.
Yeah,
So
so 6.
6. He's down 6. Alright. And then over
He's
here.
down. So yeah, remember his extra attacks this time.
Okay.
So 3 attacks from that dude.
You can just do them both at the same time, right? Are they the
They're
same?
different.
Okay.
He's 3s to hit.
No Artark around?
No. Always wins on 2, so 1.
No, minus?
None.
Just 3 up. Doesn't mortal wound back to him.
And the Farseer. Deuce. Deuce.
Does a mortal wound back to him and kills skill.
Did you fail anything?
I did. This one.
Okay.
Okay.
So it looks like a stalemate here with the characters and the 2 hoplites that were all jacked up on Mountain Dew over here.
They were.
So you're holding that one. That's contested. I'm holding that one. So it's a wipe right now. End of the fight phase.
Yep.
Doing my 6-inch doohickey. I'm going to actually.
Do they die if they do this, or is this just a thing they can do?
It's the thing that they do. It's the Exarch's ability.
The Exarch's ability? Oh, for the unit?
Yep.
That's pretty sweet. Okay.
No, it's super awesome.
Okay.
Okay, morale, nothing, nowhere, nothing. Cool. All right, yeah, let's finish this up, sir. So what'd you get there?
So
You got,
that was definitely a brutal turn.
I got kill something, hold something.
kill something, hold something, kill more,
Definitely killed
and
more.
then I got hold more.
Because
Definitely.
we can test.
That I hold too.
Damien killed
Damien, kill more, I hold more. He got nothing on his second.
So at the end of
phase.
round 2, we've got Damien holding, killing. He definitely killed more. He killed over 5 units, looks like, I believe.
Maybe.
He did not get the recon, did not get engineers. So he is behind the 8 ball, but has squared up on the
So at the
the
beginning of
primary
your
a
turn,
little
before we do
bit.
anything,
Go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and select Litanies of the Electromancer to go off. So what we'll do is, for all your units that are within an inch of my guys, we'll start here. So if I roll a 6, this guy will take D3 mortal wounds. And then if I roll a 6, D3 mortal wounds.
What the fuck?
And if I roll a 6
How do you do this?
this is Litanies of the it's my canticles.
But it doesn't cost anything?
Just at the beginning of the battle round I have not selected this one, so
Round 1, Brad actually killed more, right?
no, I think we held this.
No, it was the same.
It was the same.
Okay, I just checked.
I just killed more, right? Yeah.
Yes,
On the round 1.
on both turns.
I should have 9, he should have 7
We have to update the
total.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So, all right. So for this one, you're within 3 of my models, so it'll be three dice. Any 6s will be D3 mortal wounds. No 6s. And then on this guy, 6. No, on this guy. No. All good.
That's not that bad. I guess I didn't
Did you
realize it was
bonus again,
6s.
Brad?
Did I what?
Did you bonus again?
It's only the end of your player turn, not round. So that was just turn 2, so I got it once so far.
Okay, because I've got you at 8.
I got
You held 1?
4 for king,
Yep.
and then I got kill 1, hold more, bonus, and then I got hold 1 in my first turn.
Yep.
That's 9. 100% 9. Yeah.
You want to come check out this real quick? See what's on the right? Put it on this one.
Pause that.
Yeah, but I got. Well, I didn't get. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna kill?
Pause the clock. No, it's unpaused.
You should be at 7.
Yeah, he should be at 7.
Make sure.
This is rough, man.
And you have no more CP, and I have no more CP.
Yeah. I'm not gonna kill anything over here. Actually. How many attacks does that do that?
4.
4?
2 damage piece.
I'm gonna have to just risk it, right?
Is he on 3 or 4?
Nothing. He was at 4 and then I moved. We didn't change it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I thought he was on 4.
We had no commentary for a second.
That's fine. They could hear us. We're good. Alright.
You guys doing okay? I'll come look at the chat. I'll come see what you guys are doing. What's going on? Let me come see you guys.
All right.
The raffle is ended, by the way.
Okay. Pick the winner right now.
How do I do that?
I can show him. I think I
Okay. That's right. You should be able to just click on the giveaways.
Giveaways. Are you guys ready? Okay, I'm gonna pick a winner. Is that what I do? Doesn't. Okay, you guys ready? I need to say one person. Just say you're ready.
press 1 in the chat.
Just
Just hit it.
Just one, come on. Somebody say you're ready. Just one person say you're ready, please, please, please do it for me.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go. NJ40K Dad, you're the mother trucking winner. You get an army painter set. PM us our stuff, man, and you'll get some prizes and some things. Army painter stuff. Be super excited about it.
All right, you ready?
Awesome.
I'm gonna steamroll through this. You ready?
Okay, he's gonna go steamroll. I gotta go back to the game. You guys stay true to yourselves.
Just message us in Twitch chat or on Facebook.
Go, man.
Yeah. All right, smite from this dude.
Schmite.
Goes off with.
Yay.
You can't do anything, right?
What'd you do? 2?
I did.
2 damage?
No.
No.
3. Yay.
You have killed something.
Yep. This guy here is going to do. Smite.
Wait, what's he? I guess in this.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
Yep. Goes off with 6.
Yeah.
Yep. This guy will do nothing, so I don't know. It could be bad right now in this situation.
Okay.
Nah, fuck it, it's okay.
Huh?
He's gonna smite.
Mm.
Doesn't matter. Oh, he has a ghost stone.
Okay.
It goes off.
I think it's into this guy.
Yep. One only.
Okay. He's down a wound.
Okay. Woo!
You did a wound.
Alright,
How dare you? How dare you, sir? Consider me offended.
so this guy here is gonna shoot into this tank.
No.
2d3 shots. 5.
5 shots coming into my tank.
Looking for 4s. No rerolls.
Foes. Oh my Lanta.
Well,
Oh my Lanta.
I wish I had rerolls. Of course.
That'd been perfect.
And
And
sick,
then
dude.
This a one?
Then that one is gonna shoot. Yeah, you'll get covered, but I don't care. I'm gonna go into that tank. Okay. I got your Nubski. 2d3. 5
5.
again.
No man.
Let's not get 1s. All right, there you go.
go.
Something at least. And
C7?
3s.
Oh
Oh my god. That's this again. So both of those just completely whiffed. completely freaking whipped.
No bueno.
They can't reach anything. They're not gonna shoot anything. All right, this guy's shooting everything into the freaking tank. Autumn guns. Holy crap! These dice need to go away. All hit.
2-7.
Nice. One. No minus.
Does not get cover. Do
Just
one.
1 damage.
And 5.
Lance.
Hit. Minus.
Um,
4?
well, no, it's only strength 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll do the fusion. Should have done fusion first. Hits.
Hmm.
I'll use his 1 wound roll.
Bummer.
Jesus, man. That's game right there. Yeah, I mean he can't charge.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, I don't contest that. I don't know why I kept him there. That was stupid. Alright, end of the fight phase. Unless you're gonna heroically intervene.
I will heroically intervene.
Go ahead. Swing away, sir.
3s.
You still get to swing first if you heroically intervene?
Oh, yeah. And 2s. We roll the 1s because of rising. 4 hits. 4 wounds, I mean. Minus 2, 2 damage.
4 ups.
2 damage. Okay, swing back.
It's extra attack because he's on the objective.
Okay. T4.
5s. I'll use one of my rerolls. So 4 minus 4, sir.
5 up England save. I feel 2.
So that's 4 damage.
It's down to 1. That was risky.
Alright,
Oh my goodness.
so
I didn't kill him.
end of the fight phase. I'm doing this thing.
It's down to 1. Wow, that's almost bad. If I hadn't. Oh my goodness. Mistakes were almost made.
Yeah, I'm about to run way more warp spiders, I think. I love this.
They're, they're gimmicky. Like
Because like right now, right? Now I can jump back out and I can jump on both of those. That's
so
sweet.
I will. That's your turn.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Okay, so what do I got? I got kill 1, hold 1.
You killed these guys, and you hold something.
Kill 1, hold 1, that's it.
Okay. Minus ton.
Yep.
So I'll move these. I will increase their movement. Or do I increase the range of their weapons?
I don't know if the range of your weapons matters.
48 inches is what I need.
Are we bottom of 2 or is top of 3?
48.
That's 48.
You're out. Okay, so it's out. Except on that thing, I could see that thing maybe.
From no way. You'd have to get to like
7s. If I went to 7 right there, the 36.
that one guy will hit one guy right there.
Okay. Better than not one guy.
Sure.
Are you guys top of 3 now?
Yeah.
Bottom of 3.
Bottom of 3. Bottom 3.
Bottom 3. Bottom 3. This will be. We'll wrap this up in turn 4 really quick.
So I'll just increase their movement by 1. So we'll go 7 here. And then we'll go 7.
Someone said that you need to get some dragon dice.
You know what? No, we don't need none of that Thomas Juju coming down on here. Thomas in here, we don't need that.
Dude, he makes his own luck.
It's a TA Bird or Tom.
Oh, that is Thomas.
Yes, that is. Oh, Thomas is in chat. Oh, okay, Thomas.
It's Thomas saying.
I should pull it up on your phone. bro.
Thomas, I just need you to teach me how to play my Shining Spears because clearly I just want to go way too balls to the wall with them. And I lost them all turn 1 since I know you weren't watching.
And then this guy's like.
I'm really good at slow playing. I'll give myself that.
Let's go. I'll select. I already selected it.
Like not slow playing the clock. That's not what I mean. I mean like slowly gaining points.
So this guy, he'll go 6 inches. I'll advance him 9, and by 9 I mean 12.
Does this run off battery?
And I'll come right here.
Probably.
So I'll come right here.
Yeah, you probably have to plug it in.
It's gonna go 1. Okay.
Yeah, you might lose it. It's fine. Okay, good.
All right. So when do I do this? I do this start of my shooting phase. Okay. So at the end of my continuing moving. Oh, I got an engineers this turn. Please give that to me.
Okay. So he gets 1 for engineers.
It said pro tip, don't let your spears die.
Thanks.
T1.
Thanks. I should have just killed those guys instead of shooting at them.
For sure. That was a way to stop me from getting points.
But I probably would have killed one of them. Or I would have killed all but one, so it probably wouldn't matter.
No, but then leadership could be a thing.
Roll it, see if it would matter.
All right.
Roll it.
Huh?
See if it would matter. No. Because it's 8, right?
Yeah, that's 7.
Oh, see what else?
Oh no,
If you
I'm
lost one.
around this thing. I'm around this thing, so we'll do +1, so it'll be 8.
Yeah.
All right, shooting phase. At the end of my movement phase, this guy will heal this tank back up. D3. It's up to 9, or I'm sorry, 8.
Man, I should have taken recon, man. I could have
And
freaking
then-
maxed that out so easy.
This dude,
Shouldn't have taken killing.
he doesn't do anything. And then okay, at the start of my shoot, I did that wrong. Stupid. I'm a freaking moron. That's okay. I can be a moron. All right, so this guy will now. Okay. Start the shooting phase. He'll use his once per power. This guy's within 3. It just takes D3 mortal wounds,
I mean, he's dead.
and he dies. So that power, by the way, guys, is that new model from the It's called the Archaeotech device. Once per battle, at the start of the shooting phase, this guy can activate an ancient Archaeotech device. If he does so, select one of the following effects. Select Adeptus Mechanicus unit within 3 inches, and he may heal it D3 wounds lost. Or select an enemy unit within 3, and the enemy suffers D3 mortal wounds. Pretty cool. All right. Now, what we'll do is, he will also select that tank over there if it's within 24.
Of who?
This guy. Did I botch that?
Botched.
What a moron. That's okay.
I don't think you need that.
We'll come here, and we will shoot. That one dude cannot see. So, we're just going to kill all these guys. Do you want to just remove them, or are you going to make me roll this?
4 ups.
I'm only going to shoot into this guy.
I made all of them.
Into this guy?
I mean, I just rolled all my 4 ups right there. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna make you roll them.
All right, so you've already passed five of the 4 ups. All right, so 1, 2, 3,
Sorry.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Chances
8.
of that.
So 8 D6 shots, and then we'll put as many flamers as I can get into him. All right, so that'll be 11. That'll be like 7, and then that'll be 10, and so that's like 21,
Such a
23. Sorry.
I'm gonna pass them all, so
25,
roll it.
26, 27. All right, so this guy's making me do this. Sorry for all you viewers at home. Because he passed 5 saves, now he's gonna save. He's gonna save the world, guys. With his hopes and dreams. 15, 20, 25, 27.
I've come this far. I can't just call it quits.
I'm not supercharging this, by the way.
Okay. I'm sure I want them to blow up and give me points. Everyone heard he is supercharging. Explode, explode, explode. Oh yeah, dude, I got these saves for sure. That time you rolled a wound. What are you wounded on?
2s.
You're at least missing 4. You missed one. Okay, you missed none.
Okay.
How many is
Let's
that?
see, how many did you pass already?
5.
So 5 are out. So you owe me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more saves at minus
4 ups, baby.
All right, get him off the table. Thank you very much, Flo. All right.
I only failed 4.
I'm proud of you. It
was
was very good.
close.
It was very close. It was very close. All right. This guy's not going to shoot his flamer in there.
Yeah, because you're exactly.
And this guy is going to shoot I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and pop both those
I
things.
think you want to shoot a flame.
I do not.
I think you want to kill him.
I do in the fight phase.
No, I think you want to kill him. No.
I don't. I don't. That's wrong. That's wrong. This guy will shoot into that thing.
Cool.
Both of them are going to shoot into that thing. Are you okay if I just roll both of
Yeah.
them simultaneously? 4 D3 shots. 8 D3 shots. Okay.
Summoning
3
shots.
by 2. I hate this freaking gun. I hate these guns.
Why?
They're just stupid.
They do flat 3 damage.
Nobody cares.
It mulched
Threes.
my other tank.
No, it didn't. They
Oh,
did.
those did.
Yeah. These things don't do anything. They're literally retarded. 3s. Wait, what team are you?
So,
You're tough 7?
yeah.
Okay. 4. See how useless they are? 4 minus 1.
So 3 ups.
Why?
Because you're over 12 away.
60.
L2. Yeah, see? No one cares.
No one cares.
6 damage.
Those things that does not.
Just poo-pooed on its life.
All right, that'll shoot into that thing,
Go ahead.
and then we'll put the indirect fire into those chumps.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna flicker them.
Where do I put?
Don't get double ones. Okay. They're -1 to hit.
Okay, cool. 3d3 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
This is into this guy.
This is into these.
Them.
guys.
So 4s. Are you bracketed?
I am not. You healed him back up. Alright. 2s. 3 minus 1.
-1, so 3 ups. They have 1.
Into your tank. Rerolling the 1s. 5s. Give me 2 saves on your tank.
Minus no.
Nothing, it's just stubborn.
2s.
Oh, you're good, you're good.
Got him.
Okay, and then d6 shots. 5.
Into the tank as well.
Yes, sir. 3s. Strength 8. 2. Minus 2.
Good.
Okay. And this guy, he'll fire his indirect fire there. And nothing else matters. Indirect fire. Unless I'm like actually within range of that, which I'm not.
Tried my best.
Any of these guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would read
1, 2,
it.
3, 4, 5. 4s. That's nothing.
Dude, my favorite fire prisms did nothing this game.
Okay, boss. Charge phase. These will charge this. Actually, this will charge that.
I think
Nothing.
Ah.
Oh wait, I get to reroll on Overwatch.
Okay,
Nothing.
he fails. This will charge
Nice.
that.
Wait, I get to roll again. Got it.
And 5.
Got it. -3 AP.
And minus 3. 6 up. Actually, it'd be 5 up, but it doesn't matter. How much damage?
1.
Why do you make me care about that? Alright. So we're gonna go 5 here. Touch.
Man, now he's got the image.
Oh, not that one. Gotta go around that one.
You're only gonna get a couple in there.
Okay. That's all the charges I'm gonna do. Consolidation is 3 inches. Blink. 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 Okay. Okay. So technically 3 guys.
Yep.
They have 3 attack speeds. 4s. No rerolls. Strength 5. Rerolling 1. 3. No minus. No minus. No minus.
That was 1.
Down to 1.
1 damage.
Okay, and then 3-inch consolidations
Okay.
over here. That guy over here, and then that guy will come in right there.
They're offset there.
And then we'll switch this way.
So that guy's swinging back at you.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
T5.
Doesn't matter, always twos.
Okay.
No, that'd be
4s. Takes another wound.
D3.
Oh,
Oh,
takes another wound. Down to 1. That's the end of my turn.
Right?
Yep.
You know what's happening.
So he's gonna bounce.
I'm not gonna be able to. You got 4 on there.
They're off second.
Okay. Um, so I cancel out the whole.
I would hop on the mic if I knew what I was talking about.
Okay. So you're gonna get
Warlord.
Warlord, and then you're gonna get kill one, hold one.
Yeah.
Did we kill the same?
I killed 1, 2, 3.
There's only one guy there.
You're a little dude.
That wasn't on my turn.
Okay, I killed that guy
You only killed my
and
warlord.
that guy.
Was he alive? Oh yeah, you
There's
shot him.
2 guys.
You shot him.
Blew him off.
So you got kill one, hold one. Hey, scorekeeper. Kill one.
Which side?
Damien.
Damien.
Kill one, hold one, kill more. And then you got one more on old school.
What did you get right?
I have kill one, hold one. We hold the same.
The hold, it's the same.
All right, last. This is gonna be the last round. We're gonna wrap it. Yeah, we're gonna do one more.
Oh, you're doing more rounds?
What's the score right now?
Well, if you leave it now, you can tie this guy and keep your win streak.
Well, no, I'm on top.
I'm just messing with you.
What? Am I winning?
It says 11-11.
11 all.
I think we have to do one more.
Sure.
Unless you want to call it.
I mean,
You want to tie?
We can do one more.
Round 4.
You're gonna
If I
win
do
if
one
we go
more, it'll give me a win.
Yes. If we do one more, it will definitely give you a win.
So, technically 2 minutes would be on your time, right?
Yeah.
So you'd be able to try to kill something,
Yeah.
and you would eke it out by 1 point if that was the case. By
No, we ran it. We weren't. I didn't.
I know, I'm
I didn't
just saying.
switch it back.
from here.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying is though. I didn't. We didn't.
You're saying you have more time.
Yeah, we didn't pay attention.
And that, folks, is how you lose 5K on Monday.
Yeah.
Say this.
I mean, I can just do this real quick.
just do it.
I mean,
Psychic
you're
powers.
gonna win. Is there anything to move? I think what I'm gonna
All right,
do.
folks, I'm back. We had a winner while I was gone. 40K Dad. They're gonna try to go another round here. They mosh pitted up turn 1, turn 2ish. A lot of characters disintegrated. The knight died. Little recap here.
This guy here
The third fire prism tanked.
is gonna shoot with these guys with these D6.
Right now they're just gonna play out real fast. Another
I
turn.
need to move him.
You need to move him. Still can't see him.
So if I need to move him.
Again, Brad is using the
Is he degraded?
the new rules from Psychic Awakening just to try them out.
Okay.
And yet
so
again
I'm
shows
looking
what
for
we were
5
talking
on
about
my dice,
before the
2d6
game
shots.
started.
Hey.
This is a lot of content. It's almost like learning a whole new faction / army.
What's he hitting on?
5s.
So
Okay.
from a cutoff standpoint, it's really good and fair and balanced to not have to pressure so many
Strength?
players to try to learn something on the
Three.
fly,
Minus?
especially if it's going to get
Three.
FAQ'd
-3.
right before the event.
So 6 of inbound.
Where can I find a list of the armies?
Kill 2.
Yep, pull up, just pull up the list real fast.
This guy'll shoot at that team.
Okay.
D3 shots.
So
Oh, actually, this guy shouldn't.
this is the list.
Doesn't matter.
What's wrong?
He would have been at 7.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I don't give a shit.
Does it change his?
It was
Good to go?
Yeah, it does.
Back
It would
to
only been one more hit. So
Fire prism shooting.
It's not gonna make a difference because you're not gonna be able to fail morale.
I will not.
3, 4, 5.
I'll throw the list up after they conclude this
on
fast-paced
three?
turn 3.
T7
Strength 9. Just 1.
minus
4. D3.
He doesn't get covered yet.
2.
Oh, actually, he does get covered, right?
List of
Yeah,
armies
yeah,
not
yeah.
allowed. Okay.
So,
So as
These
Thomas
guys-
T-Bird said a couple of blocks up, everything is allowed up through the Iron Hands and Raven Guard supplements. Anything that was
2
printed
minus
past
4.
that, with the exclusion of FAQs,
Minus 4.
is allowed.
He doesn't get covered.
Every
He's
army
not
is
50%
allowed.
scared?
These guys?
It's just
Yeah.
about what
that?
supplements and whatnot have been printed after that cutoff date of after Iron Hands and
I don't think so.
Okay.
Raven
never
Guard.
mind. All right, 2 more.
Hopefully
Even
that
if it
answers
was
your
minus
question.
4, would it even be 6s?
-4, 2 to 6.
That's
Right.
fine. Just take one more.
No, I'll take
It
2.
doesn't matter.
No,
I'm
no.
not gonna kill it.
It's
I'm
fine.
not gonna kill it. Doesn't
It's
matter.
down to 4.
That's
Excellent.
I guess match swings in close combat.
2 hits.
Yes, Imperial Fist will not be allowed.
Some of these guys.
In all fairness,
I guess I'm gonna split it.
again, like we just said,
One goes on.
it allows
1 damage. the
a
other
more
one goes on.
solid foundation for the tournament and the TOs and the judges to be on, so they know exactly what's coming.
And then we
There's no
got
FAQ surprise last minute that they have to learn, and other players have to learn as well. It's, you know, part of what we talked about earlier was knowing your enemy.
Consolidate.
Little Sun Tzu.
3.
All right, so I got kill 1, hold 1. No, I didn't kill 1. I just got hold 1. No, just hold 1.
So Brad's pulling just a hold one on turn 3.
All
This expedited turn 3.
4. This is 4.
Turn 4, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to go pee. Leave me alone.
All right.
Yeah, I mean you're gonna get
I'll get another engineer,
yeah. Which then you're tied. You're going to
Yep.
and then I'm
move
gonna.
something to get recon.
Well, not recon, right? I don't care about recon. I'm not recon. Did I pick recon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you picked Recon.
Oh, that's a shame.
I mean you can get it so easily. You know?
Yeah, I can.
So like you'll end up getting 1 point for recon. You're gonna kill 1.
Definitely
you're
a little
gonna
late in the
hold
game to
1.
be asking Recon.
You're gonna kill more.
No CP.
I should be able to hold more.
Well, that would be nice.
So then the
It's
move
saving our
thing, right? I
refresh.
haven't moved these guys yet.
Yeah.
So then
So
I
it
just-
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at those guys.
You got
That guy.
So
I should be.
he's gonna get 6 more points that turn.
Yeah.
So he's gonna beat me by 5.
And line breaker for Warlord or
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah,
So
he's
basically
gonna
they're
end up
talking
with
it out
6
right
He's
now.
gonna end up with 6 more points than me.
He's going to end up gaining
Good game,
6
man.
points this
Close it out.
round.
Damien gets the win.
It's going to be closed out
For
to an
once in my life.
18-12.
I got a pink dice.
I get line breaker, kill more, hold more.
It's all good.
Blah blah blah. And what I'd really try to do is these guys would move up 6, and then I would charge this guy and grab that so I could get the bonus objective that turn. And I'd get a recon point. So
Yeah.
I screwed up on recon.
I mean, I screwed.
Should take if I switch
I
on
got nothing on game or big game. Like my secondary choices were terrible.
Well, if I'd have switched mine to headhunter,
Yeah. You should
All right, so
call-
Damien wins. 6-point differential with that expedited third
Nah,
turn.
it's all right.
They went ahead and talked it
You
out.
can close it out, Daniel. Tell people to tune in on Sunday for our podcast.
Also, congratulations again to NJ40K Dad.
NJ40K Dad.
You are the winner of the giveaway. Make sure you message us, please, after this. We will get with you and get that delivered.
They're not.
Yes.
It's just
This is
about,
why you
like,
cannot miss the
it's
stream,
not-
Thomas.
It's just about
Dang
positioning.
work.
Again, like, so if
We do appreciate everyone
Or
here
even if you just
and
walked the cover,
everyone that came
Yeah.
out.
that'd have been.
I mean, that would have been a game changer.
Everyone watched the stream, everyone that participated.
I mean, just
We did have a couple of,
It's
we
just-
had, welcome to the chat, by the way.
And then-
NAR
and then this
147. thank you for all the
I
questions.
almost feel
Do you guys have any questions for
the thing
the
about
guys
here,
that played the game
the
here
thing of bikes
that you would like to
just wait.
see answered
Wait a turn.
before we close this thing out?
And then
It's
just
getting
buff
late
them
on
up
9
and
o'clock
just take the
time.
shots. I mean, they did.
No,
they
because
did.
then on,
Someone might
on
turn
turn
into a
2,
pumpkin.
When you do your big charge, you'll be able to.
But your knight would have been able to shoot them.
Yeah, but you can charge the knight and touch him with one of your ultimates.
Well, no, but turn 1, you would have been able to unload everything.
I mean, I'd be able to. So if you.
All right, guys.
hit-
Well,
if you hit, like,
thanks again
so the way I
for
was positioned, like, I had all this stuff here,
Eldar
and then
rules.
I-
How was
the
it?
knight will step up,
They were
okay,
tricky.
and be able to.
He ended up misplaying a little bit at the very beginning, and it kind of cost him a couple of things. So he's learned that he's got to study up on those a little bit more. Will all games be 40K only? Yes, for the moment, it's all 40K. There's keep checking in. There's talks of other game systems possibly. This is the front running test battlegrounds for 40K Pro Tabletop. So stay tuned, and you never know. How does Brad feel about his craft roll traits he took? Brad, how do you feel about the craft roll traits you took? Feel like you misplayed anything? Feel like you could have done better?
I mean, for sure.
Yeah, just to wrap it up. So definitely, I mean, obviously, I choked on the placement of the spears. I think that the plus to the damage with the 6s to wound, that's like a no-brainer. For the spears especially, it'd be interesting how they would act on like Howling Banshees, Striking Scorpions. But I think that that's a super solid trait. Getting an extra attack within an objective marker, probably not worth it. That's definitely gonna be hard and gamey to do with how much you have to move and charge. So I'd probably look at doing something different. For that, it might even be, I don't know which one. I'd have to take a look at what the best one would be for that, but I think it would definitely be a different secondary one. I forgot to pull them out of combat at the end of the fight phase, so that would have helped if those 2 bikes could have charged again. I probably would have killed something else. So that was a mistake that I made. The autarchs, as much as I keep going back and forth with the autarchs, I really think that they're so vulnerable and so susceptible to getting in combat not on a charge turn. So I feel like if you're going to possibly run like a 3 autarch detachment, you almost have to take the craft world that allows them to fall back, shoot, and charge, and then that's all you take for them, and you run 3 bikes in that. It could be good, but I don't know if it's good enough for 350 points. I honestly really liked the guy with the jump pack a little more. I'm gonna have to look into the rules and see like if that's a wording mistake on there that you can't shoot. The jump pack is index. Okay. So I don't know. I think that his mobility is a little bit more, but obviously like if you're gonna play spears, you have to have something to mitigate not shooting. So obviously what you could do, right, is I could go and I could switch that out with 2 wave serpents and put 20 banshees in it. And that probably is going to get you better results than the 3 autarchs are going to, from board control to wrapping people, just the sheer amount of attacks and stuff like that. And then if you up them with damage, up them with, +1 to hit coming out of a wave serpent and stuff like that, there's a lot more you can do. I just don't have the models to do that right now. So I think that that's something that would be really good to try. So I'm gonna have to borrow those models. But something that I'm really interested in doing is 9 vibro cannons. I think that is something that can be absolutely disgusting. So look up the rules, and I think the vibro cannons are going to be like the next big thing for Eldar, because I think you can buff them a little bit, make it so that they can heal. You can give them cover even if they're not in cover. I think that's huge replacement, and I think that the cover thing on my fire prisms was awesome. The healing was really good for them too. I mean, it got me back into a bracket. My fire prisms failed me miserably in this game. Usually they do a lot better. So I think the vibro cannons, I mean, it's like, they're strength 7, -1 AP, 2 flat damage. And then every time you shoot it at the same target with another one, you're getting another minus to an AP and a plus to wound. So it's like you can shoot at a knight, let's say, and you're wounding on 5s. Then the second one, you're wounding on 4s at minus 2 AP. Then the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth one, you're wounding on 3s against a knight with minus 3 AP flat 2 damage. So like that's just pretty crazy. And they're 48-inch range. So then like, you know, you go down to something that's not toughness 8 and it's toughness 7, toughness 6, toughness anything else. And now you're wounding on, you know, 3s and 2s most of the time. So giving them the cover, they'll just have a 3-up base save. But I think that it's something that really, really huge. And they're only 120 points for 3 of them. So like that's a lot of fiber round. They're D3 shots. So I think that could be something that's really good. So I think that, and I think that you're going to see Crimson Hunters return as well. That'll probably be the next thing I try out. It's doing the Crimson Hunters, giving them that 5-up in bone and just buffing them even more. I think Vibro Cannons, Crimson Hunters, and then figuring out what to fill kind of that void with. I think that Howling Banshees inside Wave Serpents and just kind of doing Wave Serpent spam. Because I think something else, the Warp Spiders are awesome. Like I could 100% see myself like going up to, you know, 2 or 3 squads of those and not even maxing them out because it doesn't really matter. They're just crazy board control and movement. And then if you really want to have even more board control, you can go full Aspect Warriors and, you know, bring the Striking Scorpions and bring the Swooping Hawks. Now you have deep strike ability and, you know, board control from all sides. So you can basically have threats coming from everywhere on the board. Yes, they're super low in strength and stuff like that, but if you want just like super board control and you're not really focused on killing stuff, you can do something like that. So I think there's a lot of possibilities. So I'm going to definitely try to do something with Vibro Cannons, Holly Banshees, and Exarchs as my next kind of list. So that was a long answer, but I think there's a lot that needs to be learned with the new rules for sure. All right, I'll let Daniel close it out for you guys.
All right, thanks again for showing up. Damien, top notch always. The last question or the last comment was keeping Banshees alive is hard. That is correct. You just got to outplay your opponent, use as much as you can on the terrain, and be sneaky. So from us here at Pro Tabletop today on a casual Monday, how to lose a game in 5 or for $5,000. Signing off, but make sure you did not win $5,000. Make sure you visit all of the sponsors, Tectonic Studios for the terrain, Frontline Gaming for the match. You can buy all that on their websites. 3D6 Wargaming for the objective markers that you saw on the table. And again, thanks to Army Painter for the raffle that was given away earlier today. And we'll see you guys next Monday. The podcast is on Sunday. Tune in. Okay, around 7 or 8. So make sure you tune in. It is on Twitch. The first one's on Twitch and YouTube tomorrow. So make sure you check that out. I know there was questions about when and where and how you can watch it. So that was involving on episode 1 was Mark Perry, Brad, Damien, and Thomas. So feel free to go check that out and subscribe. Make sure you watch the next one on next Sunday between the hours of 7 and 9. They're still determining that. They'll let you know based off of Facebook and website and get a link on there for you, so you'll have access to all that goody information. And yes, T-Bird, holla. So from us, thanks for showing up. Congrats to NJ 40K Dad, and we'll see you next week.